they will still have to get past another big upfront talent at Clinton Massey under head coach Dan McSorley, who's won back-to-back state titles 2012, 2013, and runner-up in 2017. It's Ursuline versus Clinton Massey next. And good morning, high school football family and fans. Welcome to Tom Benson Pro Football Hall of Fame Stadium, one of the most iconic stadiums in all of Northeast Ohio, where names such as Pam Manning, Troy Aikman, and Randy Moss alike are recognized for their NFL talents. But tonight, or I should say today, this morning, it's the 2021 OSHA State Championship, and we will have a really good one here for you. Once again, I'm your play-by-play announcer, Ian O'Brien, alongside the coach, Steve Leslie. Steve, first off, last game of the high school football season this year. What a season's been.
It's been a great season for all of us at YSN, no doubt. But Week 16 here with you, and nothing better than an opportunity to take a state title back to the Yo. And this football team definitely has an opportunity today.
This is one of the most talented football teams of Ursuline-wise that we've been seeing in the last few seasons. So for the Ursuline Irish, led by Coach Dan Reardon, they have this opportunity to win their fifth championship. Reardon's fourth once again at Ursuline. And what a turnout is made out of this program. But when we first started out at YSN, the winning total 6-24. He comes back the first season, gets a little, 2-8, but then you knew right away it was going to be a big bounce back. We saw last year, 2020, they were just so close. The COVID season happened, and then 2021. Here they are in the state title.
Yeah, no doubt. I remember DJ and I doing a game at Mooney Ursuline a couple years back where, Ursuline was down and out, and Coach Reardon had a vision and had a plan with this football team. This senior group, Ian, has lost a lot of football games when they were freshmen and sophomores, but that has done nothing but help them prepare themselves for their senior season and an opportunity to win a state, and it's here in front of them today in the next 20 minutes.
And how about this offense for the Ursuline Irish, led by Brady Shan, DeMarcus McElroy. DeMarcus McElroy, first of all, as we looked over today, over 2,000 rushing yards, 2,192 to be exact. Brady Shan this year, 27 touchdowns. And it starts also with that offensive line with Brian Frasco, Pat McCarthy, and Hayden Dorian, who you had a chance on the player profile this week.
Yeah, Hayden's the center. That offensive line does a very good job for this football team. And so many skilled guys, Ian. I think that's a key for me today is if you're going to key on DeMarcus, then it's going to open up Brady and his run game, which he didn't have to do a lot last week. But I think this week you'll see a little more Brady Shannon run. But the skilled guys at the receivers, I think, can have a big advantage if they're going to play a lot of guys in the box to stop the run. Brady's going to be able to go over the top against some of this defense.
And those receivers, let me just tell you what, these are one of the best receiving corps that we've seen at Ursuline in a while. Ja'Kylan Irving, number 10, Mark Manning, number 9, and the Harvard commit, Dean Boyd, who many can also say that he could be a little bit of a tight end too.
Yeah, no doubt the receivers are good. We're proud to have Mike Ackelson with us. We'll be down on the field to get us information. If Mike has us on, Mike, how's it on down on the field right now? Little technical difficulty right now. It's okay. We'll get that fixed.
We'll get Ackelson.
But yeah, no, the wide receivers, I think, Ian, are huge for us. Irving and Boyd, obviously, on the outside. But keep your eye out for those two guys in the slot. Bernie and Manning do a great job of running those little intermediate routes, and they're both athletic enough to hit it for the long ones. So this Irish team gets a chance at the state championship. We're proud of YSN to be a part of Ursuline. And for all Irish fans back home listening on YSN, the chat line will be open. So pop on there, and DJ's running the board here. We'll get some chats out and some things out to get this championship back to the Yo.
Yeah, speak your mind out in the chat box here, and you can ask any questions about Ursuline and your thoughts about the game so far as we go. A little history with Ursuline, if you want that. We could possibly get that for you as well in the chat box. But against this Irish offense is a defense led by Colin Tampler, who has 2 interceptions this year over here for Clinton Massey, the Falcons. Nathan Wildermuth, another one you have to watch out for. Of course, the quarterback who also plays DB, and Santini, 4 interceptions this year, 3 combined picks. Also for Blake Ireland, Layden Bell, and Keegan Lamb altogether. This is a really good defense by Clinton Massey. We've seen that all season long, blown out their opponents week by week. What do they have to do if they want to stop the Irish?
I think they're going to have to play sound defense and not give up the big play, which Ursuline's been able to do to almost everybody they've played. But let's be honest here. This is a good football team that's been in state championships before, beat Youngstown Cardinal Mooney for their last state title. So it's an opportunity for them to beat another Youngstown team, and I know they relish that. But good offense, and their best defense, Ian, is their offense. They want their offense to stay on the field and keep the ball away from the Irish.
Yeah, still with that offense, too. I mean, there's a lot of people on that offensive side for Clinton Massey, and we're going to start real quick with the running game for them, too. The running backs this year have been unreal. I know you got a couple right there. Combined 1,000 yards. I mean, combined to 2,000 yards.
Yeah, almost 3,000 yards between
Carson Van Hoos
and Trampler. So two running backs with 3,000 yards is key. I think we got Mike Ian hooked up on the sideline. Mike, how is it down on the field, brother?
It's beautiful down here. Just getting ready to go and thinking about, championship time. It's what it is. And for the Irish, this is the way it's got to be. They played a lot of title games here over the years, and they are ready to rock and roll in this one. And tell you what, Clinton Massey, they brought a nice little fan, but this Irish fan base is going to get real nice and loud here at Tom Benson Stadium.
Well, we're looking forward to a lot of cues from you during the game. For my question for you before we head it back over to Ian, how exciting is this for you to be back involved in Youngstown sports and be one of our main guys? I can't thank you enough. I know DJ feels the same. All you've done for us at YSN to be down on the field in the state championship game, there's nothing better than that.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled. I was like a kid on Christmas Eve last night getting ready for this and thinking, wow, I'm going to go cover a state championship game. I'm going to Canton, Ohio, Tom Benson Stadium. Just thrilled. And I'm glad you guys let me along for the ride. This is unbelievable. The atmosphere is going to be electric, and I can't wait till they kick this game off here in a few minutes.
I hear you. Well, let's have some fun. We'll get down to you when the game starts. Call a good one down there for us.
You got it.
And we want to thank Mike Ackelson, our really good third man in the booth, we like to call him, also a sideline reporter too. Really, he's so good at his job. Let me just tell you right now, he's been here in sports for many years. He knows what he's talked about. Covered high school football for nearly 20 years now.
Yeah, it's a long time for all of us at YSN. I thank DJ and Brian also, but I have to shout out our partners at WFMJ, Mr. Gerdick, and all that Dana Balish and the crew, all they do for us at YSN. Can't thank them enough. So it's title time for WFMJ YSN. It's up to us now to get this championship back to Youngstown, Ian.
Yeah, and if you're looking at it real quick, in order to win a championship, you have to have a good defense. And Ursuline's defense, it started out a little slow, and you knew that from the first game of the season against Bishop Hartley that it was going to be a little slow, giving up 58 points. But in crunch time, they also made some good plays, like the Tyreek Dello tackle, the Chicalin Irving block against Fitch, that field goal block, which was really big for them. And it seems like ever since, again, I said it a little bit last week, but Ryan Kelly came back a little bit after a little hiatus to the coaching lineup, and he's changed the defense around. And you can honestly – and compared to week one, you can argue that they've gone so much better.
Yeah, I think they have. They've gotten a lot better here in the playoffs, played some quality offenses and held them under their average, and this is another team they'll have their hands full. Some things for Irish fans to remember. Quarterback, Zantine, 45 passes, and we're in game 16. Here's a stat for Irish fans. Between passes and the times they've punted, it's 58. They've thrown 45 passes, and they've punted 13 times for the year. That's less than a punt a game. So if we can get the punt team on the field and get them behind the sticks, I like our chances.
Yeah, that's a really interesting stat.
That's crazy.
That's super crazy. And again, it's a team that really, and Clinton Massey relies on the running game.
Yeah, and they run, and you said it right there. When they get inside the 50-yard line, it's 4 downs for them. Yeah. That's how they're going to play it, and the Irish defense got to be prepared for it.
And those defensive players on the Irish that have to be prepared for their Casey Lugers, Michael Branch leading the pack, of course, Ethan Palowitz, John Emmons, and Lorenzo Orba at the linebacker position too. And then you have some guys playing both ways over here. Boyd will play both ways. Manning will play both ways. What do they have to do to just stop that power game?
I just think they get to your assignments. Do what you do best. The guy for me, Xavier Dawn, had a great game last Friday in the run game. I like him and Edmonds, I think, in the middle with Palowitz. If those guys can do a good job in the middle and not give up any big plays and get their offense off the field, I think our offense can exploit this defense a little bit.
And I would also say someone else who's shown improvement, Landon Charles, number 20. Landon Charles has had a really good season.
No doubt.
And he kind of came a little underdog too. No one really knew much about him. And this year he's shown promise, improvement on that defensive front, and he's done a really good job. And Tyreek Dunlow, too. Don't forget Tyreek Dunlow.
Was that guy that made the big stop in game 1, and here you are in week 16. So everybody on this football team does their job. There's a lot of alumni here. There's a lot of former players here. It's an Irish community for sure. I hope the fans enjoy the chat box, because I think that'll be a blast for us tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Not even this afternoon, this morning.
Yeah.
We're a little behind times. It was an early trip out here, but hop on that chat, follow this football team. And I think DJ says it best. Everybody at YSN, no matter what school you're affiliated, who you're with, everybody's with Youngstown Ursuline today in the state championship.
No doubt about it. You got to cheer on the local program. That would be the Ursuline Irish. But, Steve, I told Mike before the saying, hey, we're going to do pregame maybe around 6:40. He's like, 6:40?
Yeah, I heard you say that. 6:40. We're all behind in our time, and that's okay. But they could have told Ursuline and all of us at YSN that the game was at 7 a.m., and we'd be here in full force. So I look across the Irish faithful on the other side of us, seeing pretty good crowd, student body filling up nice. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, you have the student body right there for Ursuline, along with the student section. And then on this side, you have all blue, red, and white.
Yeah, they got a nice following too, and hats off to Canton. Last year we were over in Massillon, and that's a great facility, but this place is special when you can host 7 championship games. The facilities up here in the box in our own booth to call state championships. YSN's hit a home run, my man. I'm going to say it, and you've been a big part of it. We're on to bigger and better things, no doubt, and to call a state championship game in Tom Benson Stadium and hopefully bring home a championship. That's a start for 2022.
Start for 2022. This is the place, once again, where legends are introduced, such as Peyton Manning, the Randy Mosses, of course, in the NFL, as I love to say, the Jerry Rices, Terrell Owens. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame here now as well. But how about also, you have to look at just the history with Ursuline and what they've accomplished here. The first championship, 2000.
Yeah, I was the basketball coach in 2000, and the first state championship. I think the national anthem is going to be played, so we'll take a little pause here.
For national anthem, of course.
21 News.
Valley reaction why the police chief
Expand reporters you trust.
Mahoning and Trumbull recovering from a
Telling
broken
more local stories
A community in Niles
here in Youngstown, right?
around our valley.
Here at the University of
City
Dayton,
officials have to say about
Because you expect
A storybook ending for the Kennedy this evening. That will push away as we go through
more local news.
in Mercer County.
before they become life-threatening.
21 News. Locally owned, locally connected.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
It was about 15 years ago. I got into the car business. I've been around cars my entire life. I mean, I grew up in a body shop. DA'd my first Corvette when I was 7 years old. I genuinely want to help you. I genuinely want to hear what you have to say. I genuinely want to be there. I believe in taking care of people during the sale, through the sale, and after the sale. This is like my second home or my second family. Hi, I'm Sean Schweitzer. I've been at Greenwood Chevrolet for 7 years.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
And welcome back, everyone, here to YSN Live. Brian and the coach, Steve Leslie, with you on the call. So, Steve, you talked about the first time you were here, 2000, when they beat Coldwater.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, and it was a fun time. I'll never forget. Terrence Graves, Delbert Ferguson has a state record. I think he ran for 289. Let's try to push DMAC to get that. But again, it's an offense that I think can do so many things, Ian. And again, I will not be surprised if Mr. Shannon tucks it and runs a little more than we saw last week. I think we were kind of had a little some things to hide in the playbook, and that's a good thing for the Irish when you can put up that many points and get yourself to a state championship.
And it's also good when you don't have to throw the ball a lot. You can use that with your running back, and you can also use your legs like Bray Shan's really capable of doing. Clint Massey looks to be entering the field. That's the Falcons. They are going to be in the all blue today. Really nice uniforms.
Yeah.
Reminds you of Boise State a little bit.
Little Boise State. Look, that's a good call. Teams to remember play in December. I like the banner. So when you're playing on December, you're playing for a state championship. This is a good football team with 2,000-yard rushers.
Yeah, 2,000-yard rushers, and also a really talented quarterback right there, Cody Santine. Once again, he's the quarterback and the DB. He's also the holder, too, when it comes to the extra points and field goals, and you can tell right now they are so hyped for this.
Yeah,
game.
they're ready to go, and that'll be a thing for me and early to see which team can kind of settle into the game. Irish won the toss, deferred, so I like that. There, the Irish will come out and play defense and get a good look at this Massey offense.
Looking at both coaches real quick and their history, Dan Reardon, of course, started a little bit as assistant. Warren Harding came to Ursuline in 2004, changed that program around from a couple years struggling, then left for Cam McKinley after his 3 state title wins, and then came back, and here he is once again here at the state titles.
Here comes the Irish.
The Irish are going to be once again in their new green helmets and all white.
Yeah, they look good in the white unis with the green helmets, and the Irish faithful on the other side. Great student section, good turnout. Again, fans, remember, you want to hop on the chat. It's open for business. Hop on and wish the Irish well. Doesn't matter where you're from. Root them on and give us where you're from and where you're at and what you're doing today. Hope you enjoy the game on YSN, because I'm going to say this right now. This is week 16, and YSN Ursuline Nation has been here for 16 weeks.
You know what's cool about this, too?
Loyal, local, live, and we already have 55 hits on the chat, so keep them coming throughout the game.
Now, what's cool about this, too, when Ursuline was exiting the tunnel, you also saw the former alum exit
no
the tunnel
doubt
with them, too.
The alumni sitting out there, a lot of those guys that, let's be honest, had the taken away from them last year in an unfortunate situation. They're playing for them. They're playing for a lot of teams, and they're representing the U right now in full force.
Yeah, and see everyone standing. Looks like we are going to be getting ready soon for the national anthem, so we'll take it to there.
Cocos Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet is back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Cocos Pizza. We serve it hot.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
As I always say, Steve, there's nothing better than the national anthem before every football game within one of the best countries in the world.
The greatest country in the world, no doubt, and a great venue here. I can't say enough about this stadium and what they've done to bring state championships back to Canton and play all 7. It's going to be a great weekend. Cincinnati, Whitten Woods, congrats to them. They beat Akron Hoban, but we're getting ready to kick it off. Mike, what do you have for us down there on the sideline? We get ready to go here. How's the Irish feeling?
The Irish confident, came out business-like, just ready to go. And you got to love Dan Reardon. You know, it's December, but he's still got his July football shorts on. He's very superstitious in how he approaches games. And when the playoffs started, he was wearing shorts. He told me if they got here, he would still have his shorts on.
It's always, hey, He doesn't get cold in the
Superstition. He has the shorts on. I'll take that superstition, Mike, anytime. We'll be back down to you for some more notes throughout the game. Looking forward to having you, Ian. Honored to have you calling this state championship game for us on YSN. It's my pleasure. And DJ's here. That chat box, hit it up, fans. Let's take that baby up to 2,000, 3,000 chats before we get this championship home.
And if you're looking at some of the schedules real quick, let's start with Clinton Massey and their schedule. They lost to the Cincinnati Anderson the first game, 29-22. They beat Bishop Fenwick after 44-0. They beat Columbus DeSales 17-7. They beat Harrison then 42-10. Goshen, they beat 69-14. Western Brown, 42-35. Batavia, 73-0. New Richmond, 70-34. Wilmington, 35-0. Northwood, 55-13. Waverly in the playoffs, 49-28. Wyoming, they beat the 2018 champs, actually, Cincinnati, Wyoming. That's a big one there, 42-14. They beat NHS 28-27 and Bishop Carroll in a big-time fashion win last week, 24-21.
Yeah, for Irish fans, the one for me is Columbus DeSales, a pretty comparable opponent, a pretty similar style to the Ursuline Irish. They win that game 17-7, so kind of shows you that Massey can play some defense too. It's going to be a slugfest, Ian.
It's going to be a slugfest under Coach McSorley, remember? If you look at his career record as a head coach, 262-83.
It's not too bad. 262-83. That's a sign of a good program. It's a state power, and they're back in the state championship again.
5-time regional champs, and you also have them being 2-time state champs back-to-back in 2012 and 13. They did lose 2017. That was to Steubenville. They did win 2012 against St. Clairsville, 2013 against Cardinal Mooney.
Special teams are key. We talk about it all the time, no matter what level you play at. Special teams are a key. And for Irish fans on YSN Live Audio, enjoyed to be doing this one with you. Hop on the chat box with DJ, and for the next 2 hours, let's get a championship back home to where it belongs at Youngstown Ursuline.
So James McGlone is going to be the one kicking off. He's been doing the kickoff duties all season long for the Irish. Reagan Smith's going to be the one doing the PATs. And returning over here for Clinton Massey, the Falcons, is going to be Carter Frank. That's going to be number 20, the 6', 195 senior. And you will also have Carson Van Hoos, 5'9", 165.
Yeah, these are key here, and to go on defense is a good thing for me. You get that defer. Last week we were able to win the toss, and it helped out in that second half. So Irish going to play defense first, and it's been a good defense. And you called these playoff games. They've played awful well defensively in this playoff run. Hopefully it continues today.
It's been a much improved defense from week one. You could say the average of scoring went from, what would you say?
Probably in the 40s down in the 27s. Let's be honest here. When you could hold West Branch, who was almost near 50 to 27, you're playing some football, and they've done that. And West Branch is one of those teams that prepared this Ursuline team for this state championship opportunity.
So McClone's getting ready to kick off here for the Irish. Now you got to watch out for him. It's either going to be two things, a squib or a pooch.
Yeah, there's a little squib, and that's going to drop behind. Fair catch. I like it. Good start.
Yeah, it's going to be a fair call, maybe around the 25-yard line at time. That was fair caught by number 34 right there. That was Colin Trampler in 5'11", 215.
Yeah, Trampler is one of those guys. Remember the 2,000-yard backs. Keep your eye on them. It's an offense, Irish fans, that want to stay on the field and run as many plays as possible, and the Irish defense needs to stiffen and get their offense on the field.
So coming up, that's going to be quarterback Cody Santine, 190, 6'3", the senior.
Yeah, and you have to be prepared for stuff like this. They haven't passed in so long. They could have that in their back sleeve, so you have to read your keys. Wishbone.
Yeah, you're going to have one receiver out to the right. It's going to be a handoff, as you say. Little Wishbone run that time. Going to get up to about the 31-yard line on the little bit at the center to the right side. On the carry that time was, in fact, Carson Van Hoos, number 6.
Yeah, Casey Lugers and Ja'Kylan Irving on the tackle. And for the Irish defense, and it's going to take a series to get adjusted to formations that they haven't seen all year. This wing T wishbone offense, you have to read your keys and read what the offensive linemen are doing.
Once again, you're going to have a receiver on the right side, a little receiver also on the left side, a little more bunched up. Under center, it's going to be a handoff once again, a little bit to the right side.
Yeah, better job that time.
Going to get maybe about 2 or 3 that time. Once again, on the carry, they gave it right back to the same guy, number 34, Colin Trampler that time.
Trampler is that guy that's the fullback that gets the tough yardage. 3rd and short here. Nice job by Edmonds at the middle linebacker spot. And the key to these offenses are the defensive front for the Irish. Lugers and the boys up front, Xavier Dawn, they have to get penetration to free up their linebackers in secondary to get to the football.
3rd and 1 coming up over here for the Falcons. This time they have a receiver on the right once again. Same formation, man of motion. It's going to be a handoff right there. The trampler, he's going to get the first down easily right up to the center.
Yeah, Landon Charles in on the tackle, so pretty good push by that O-line, and this is how they play. Irish fans, that's what they want to do, 3 yards a chunk and get that first down of the ball game.
And then they want to wind the clock down is also what they want to do. Play the run game, play some time management, wind the clock down a bit. Team that's really good at doing that. Once again, this Ursuline defense, remember, it's been a defense that seen their ups and downs, but a lot of improvement. You guys
make them go the whole field. Yeah, Landon Charles and Dunlow on the tackle there. It's a 1st and 10. Little straight eye formation this time. So we've seen 3 or 4 different formations.
This time you're going to have 2 receivers bunched up to the left side. It's once again going to be a keeper that time. There goes Santee, and Santee to the 45, to the 40, to the left side. Going to cut up a little bit to the right. Going to be brought down around the 35-yard line that time. Is the quarterback, Cody Santee.
Yeah, there's the read option out of the option, the little fake to the fullback and hit the option. They read the defensive end on the crash. Nice job by the quarterback on the keep. Big gain now, and here's where the Irish defense has to stiffen up.
They got to stiffen up a little bit over here. Ball at the 36-yard line. They're going to send one man in, actually. That's going to be Blake Ireland. He's going to be coming in. Blake Ireland is 5'8", 180, also a senior, plays both wide receiver and DB.
And you notice the play clock down to 12, so they'll let that run back to the wishbone formation.
That little wishbone formation, one receiver out to the right, that time going to the right
that
side.
One was played better
that time by a swarm of Irish on the tackle.
Yeah, Dunlow did a nice job to block that one up for a short gain. Now you want to stiffen up and play defense. Again, we talk, Ian, they're in that 4-down territory, so the Irish defense is going to need to stop.
Carson Van Hoos that time just couldn't go anywhere out there. They clogged the hole, and that's what Ursuline wants to do against these talented 3 running backs over here.
Yeah.
Stack the box a bunch. You know it's a team that loves to run more than they love to throw. So you're going to have to see about that.
Yep, read your keys, read the guards, see if they're pulling and doing those types of things, and let your skill guys get to the football.
And once again, you're going to have a receiver spread out on the right, and that's going to be about it. Everything else is going to be stacked. Same thing. So handoff that time, we'll swarm around handoff. And on the carry that time to the left side was, in fact, Carter Frank. He's going to get out to about maybe the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Carter Frank hits it there. We missed the tackle on the line of scrimmage, and so had an opportunity there to shut that one down. He got a few extra yards after the missed tackle. Dunlow, again, has been the guy tackling the football. So 3rd and short.
Little missed tackle right there, I think, was by Lorenzo Warbaugh, number 34.
Warbaugh missed him, and C.J. Frasco cleans it up. So 3rd and short.
3rd and short coming up over here now for the Falcons.
Like to see our linebackers creep up a little more. They're a little deep off the line of scrimmage.
Everyone coming in over here. Don't be surprised if there will be a blitz by this Irish defense. Stacking the box.
There's a flag there. They moved early. Yep. So these are things that we talk about now. 3rd and 3 is a little different now to 3rd and 8. So the Irish get an opportunity to get a stop here early in this football game. And we talk time of possession. We talk plays. You look at the scoreboard. There's 8:25 left. So they've ran 4 minutes off the clock already.
And now you got to rely on Cody Santee.
Yeah, you're going to see that thing here, and you got to be prepared for the quarterback option on the run.
See if you could do that. He's good at doing both. Coming into the game there is going to be Keegan Lamb, number 15, 5'10", 170, the junior. He's going to be coming on to the right side, and he's going to be up against Will Burney by the look.
The change is Xavier Don's at the nose spot. I like that with his quickness.
Wishbone formation with the receiver.
Yeah, there's
to
the
right.
pitch. They got to the edge.
They got to the pitch. That's going to be Frank by looks to the 20,
there's a hold there. C.J. Frasco got held big time.
Brought down around the 10-yard line.
They tackled C.J. Frasco on the edge, so we're going to have a holding on Clinton Massey. That's going to be a big one.
That's going to be a big one. That's going to hurt them even more now from what they had going to a decent little pitch.
Yeah, this is going to be a big one from the spot of the foul. So you have to be careful there. The defensive ends crashed in, and they held Frasco, but if they don't hold that, they had the edge, and that's trouble for the Irish defense.
Trouble for the Irish defense, a defense that, once again, improved since Ron Kelly's come back, but beforehand, really, we're trying to find their rhythm on this team, and right now they're still trying to find that here early on. A couple penalties going their way, but now it's time to stop them.
Mike, what are you seeing down on the field with this Irish defense? Looks like it's taking a little to get adjusted to.
They're adjusting, and I agree with you. The linebackers probably need to creep up because they're just going to run the ball. You can see it. And these backs, very shifty. They're just getting through little creases.
This time we're going to go under
There's
center.
The
There's the pitch to the right side.
They got the edge again.
Got to the edge to the right side, and a little missed tackle right there. Once gets to the 30 to the 25-yard line. And Van Hoos that time going all the way to the
Bernie missed the tackle on the line of scrimmage, and when you're not tackling, that's a first down, and that's a shame. You had him 3rd and 15, and you're kind of playing a little soft defensively, and they hit the big first down on some missed tackles.
You have to bring C.J. Frasco in for the last tackle on the right side with a wrap-up.
Yeah, we missed 3 tackles there. Bernie missed one. Jackylan missed one. So right now, advantage Massey.
Vantage Massey over here once again stacking the line this time, bringing everyone in. Wishbone wing T formation as we see under center. 3 backs. Hand off to the right side once again. Still on his feet, brought down.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of penetration. Their O-line's doing a great job knocking the Irish front backwards. And right now tackling's been a little shaky for this Irish defense.
Remember, this is a team that is so good on the run game, focuses all their game play on the run. Once again, over 2,000 yards for both these guys without a doubt. And then, of course, you have Frank Carter, who's the second back with nearly 1,000 on the season.
No doubt. In first possession, we won the toss and deferred. And right now you kind of wish we had the football because they're running out the whole quarter.
All 3 backs here in the backfield once again. There's going to be the handoff going right to a little bit the left side that time and nowhere to go that time.
Yeah, another first down there.
Or excuse me, got the first down is Trampler.
Yeah, down to the 15, so they're on the move here.
They said he just got the first down, reached out to it at the last second.
Yeah, right now they're winning the line of scrimmage, and that's going to have to change.
Looking at that front line real quick, of course, for the Ursuline defense, you do have Michael Branch, you have Lorenzo Orba. Remember, you have...
And this is where they need to stiffen.
Tyler
We've
Dunlop.
seen this before. They get inside the 20, you have to tighten up.
Everyone's going to tighten up. Once again, the line, are they going to tighten up a little more? They're going to stay right around the 10-yard line. It's the Ursuline defense that time. 5 guys, a little bit right to the 10-yard line. It's going to be handoff to the left side that
better
time.
job that
nothing
time.
going. Nothing going right there for Carter Frank.
Yeah, Lorenzo Rohrbar did a nice job, brought the run blitz for the first time again. And Ian watching, I'd love to see the linebackers, Edmonds and those guys creep up into some gaps. They're at about 5 yards right now, and Mike set it down on the field. The linemen are able to get to the next level on our linebackers, and that's been the key.
Has been the key, and we're going to have to see what Clint Massey can do now after that stop. Once again, they only get 2 on the play, but the running game has been so good. They're just trying to tire out this Ursuline defense. So Ursuline got to make sure they don't get tired super early.
Yeah, they've been able to get to the edge. I expect it to get to the edge here.
Yeah, you got a little I formation coming up, and it's going to be a handoff once again to the fullback that time, and Frank. He's going to plow his way through to about the 8 or 7 yard line that time.
Yeah, that time again, just getting too much push on the right side of the line of scrimmage. It doesn't look like much, fans, but he got 5 and 3rd and short again.
So 3rd and short coming up after what was a 2nd and about 8 here. So this is exactly what you want to do if you're Clinton Massey.
No doubt. The clock's running. You're at 5 minutes. You've had it for 7, and the opportunity to go up 7-0.
Sometimes times of session in cases like this are really good, especially if you're an offense like they run. Ursuline, meanwhile, they seems like they're bringing more up over here, and they wanted to close up the middle. That's where they thought he was going, but he switched out to the left side that time. Was in fact Frank, and because of that, he's going to get another first down.
And goal again, and again, just winning the line of scrimmage, not able to get the penetration that they need. So this defense has to get a stop and get off the field and get with the coaches and try to make some adjustments against this potent ground game.
Potent ground game. Once again, they're going to bring in Blake Ireland that time, number 11. He's going to be coming in on the right side here. By looks of it, possibly it's going to be
86 yards rushing so far, so that's not a good sign for the Irish.
It's going to be up against Bernie here, and you're going to once again have that off.
There you go.
There's some good tackling on the right side by Casey Lugers.
Yeah, did a nice job there with 4 or 5 partners along with him. That time, Casey was able to get the penetration for the big stop, so they lose a yard.
On the right side of the tackle, too, was Tyreek Dunlow coming in. Ja'Kylan Irving also coming at the last second as they immediately wrapped up Van Hoos that time.
Yeah, he did a nice job, shed off the block and led the tackle with Ja'Kylan Irving. So 2nd down from the 6.
They guessed right there, guys. They shot the gap, and it just happened to be to the side that Massey called that play.
Yeah, I think that's the key, Mike. We need to get that penetration for sure.
Definitely have to get that penetration. Once again, 3 backs all in the backfield over here. Little bunched lineup that time. Nothing going. However, maybe a couple of yards.
Yeah, that's a better tackle there by Edmonds to come up from his linebacker spot. Mike, it looks like they checked up from the linebacker spot a little bit, got up another yard, and that's been a key for me here these last 2 plays.
Well, it is. Plus, they're also blitzing a guy now almost every play in the last 5.
Yeah, and like you said, you have to guess right for sure. And we're guessing right on the last 2 plays.
Going to be coming up over here, going to be a 3rd down and goal now here.
3:35 and clock running, and the Irish haven't had the football yet. The chat box is open for business. Help this Irish team get a stop here.
Guys always celebrate a little stop, and I think that's the stop that they got right there.
There's 4th down, so now
4th down coming up.
It's all business-like from here. You need a stop. They got the big fullback that time.
CJ Frasco came in a little bit on the tackle there too.
So 4th down from the 2. Irish defense looking to get a stop.
And that time it was on a little bit.
I'm going to say they're going to the edge.
I'll say they're going to the edge.
Yeah, the time clock is running big time. It's down under 20 and under 3 minutes to go in this quarter. So huge play here.
Going to probably go to the right edge, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'm going to say they go wide. It's going to go 20 to the left side.
20 to the left side. We'll see what happens. And it's going to be an option
They
pick
got
out
him.
time and into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown there for Carson Van Hoos. And the Falcons are on the board early here with a 7-0 victory, or 7-0 lead, I should say, here with 2:47 left to go.
Yeah, that was Dunlow there. Didn't read his keys and came up, and they pitched it right off of him. They were reading him, so touchdown Massey. Use up 7 minutes.
Here. Early touchdown now for Clinton Massey. Ian McGinnis is going to be the one for the point after. The holder, remember, is going to be the quarterback, Santine.
I like some of the adjustments they made late in the drive, but 16 plays, 72 yards, and 5 first downs. You can't script a championship drive any better than that one.
On for the point after. Kick us up this time, and is straight through the uprights there. So with 2:47 left to go, once again, 16 plays that time. And Clem Massey is going to be up here 7-0. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back, everyone, here on YSN Live, the home of the Ursuline Irish State Playoff Edition.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be.
Yeah.
Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable. We are close. You call it hometown. We call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu.
Yeah, this put you off, and that's why I wondered if.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. So glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
And welcome back over to the YSN Live. Brian, the coach, Steve Leslie, with you on the call. Once again, 16 plays that time, 2:47 left to go in the first quarter. And Clem Massey scores from a right side touchdown off the edge by Carson Van Hoos.
Yeah, 90 yards rushing, not good for the Irish, and had them pinned back, in 2nd and 18, and weren't able to get a stop. And if you want to do your own thing on defense, you're going to be in trouble against teams like this. You got to maintain the edge. They ran it in the middle 3 times, set up the Irish defense, and went to the pitch, walking into the end zone. So big drive here for the Irish offense early.
Ian McGinnis is going to be the one kicking off here for the Falcons. On deep to return is going to be, by looks of Mark Manning this time. You're also going to have a little bit right there on the 20-yard line is Jacqueline Irving and Will Burney around the 25-yard line. Also on the 25-yard line that time looks to, in fact, be, I think that's going to be McElroy.
Yeah, you want to try to get a good return and stick with your game plan. Now you gave up a big drive. You can't rush it.
This one's going to be squib kick up the middle that time. That's going to go right to Irving around the 25-yard line. He's going to break free. Irving's really good at doing this, too. He did this, remember, against Warren Harding, everyone. He's going to go to the right side that time, out of bounds around the 46-yard line.
Yeah, good return there. It's right in business. Now, this is, you want to talk about 2 different philosophies and 2 different styles. Irish are going to try to hit you with big plays and got good field position.
They do have really good field position now and big plays. And here comes this talented offense. Brady Shan to Marcus McElroy. Shan, this year quarterback, 27 touchdowns.
There's some things I noticed. Big offensive front against a smaller defensive front. So the Irish look to exploit this early.
See what they do. They have trips bunched up to the right, one to the left. It's going to be a hand off to McElroy. McElroy's going to jump out to the left side, bounce out. He's going to be trying to get back to the middle. It's going to be close to a first down. They will give him the first
down. Nice run there. Good job by the O-line. Going to go hurry up and make this Massey defense run with them. That's how the Irish have to win this football game.
Massey is not used to a hurry-up defense all season long. They played against guys going in the huddle. Trips once again went to the right side. That time McElroy getting
great push there.
Still pushing. And I think it was brought down actually that time by Van Hoos at the first spot.
And they're going to keep it going fast. My boy Hayden Dorian on the ball and ready to go. This is what I like to see. Fast and furious against the slow pace. See who can get the style better.
2:05 left to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and 5. 2 receivers, both on the left and the right. Shan that time going to the left side. That's going to be caught.
Yeah, good throw there. When you want to read, run, and we talked about that. You hit the one-on-ones outside, so a nice job. I love JD in the attack here early.
Dean Boyd, a Harvard committed way back in August.
Yeah, Dean's coming off
after
the
first
field,
game of the
asked for a
season.
sub there. Not quite sure what happened. Maybe Mike can check on that, or it's just a substitution. Looks like something with the helmet, maybe.
Possibly the helmet. That means CJ Frasco, of course, the son of Coach Brian Frasco on this Ursuline staff, is going to go to the left side with trips to the right. It's going to be a handoff to McRoy, jumps out to the right side, has to break free a little bit. It's going to be stiff-armed a little bit out of bounds there. He was stiff-armed out of bounds that time.
Yeah, I like the numbers right now, and I like the setup against this defense. Ian, only 6 in the box. That's 5 yards all day for this Irish offense. Needed one more block on the edge to get free. Will Burney missed the block, and that could have been the one for the touchdown.
Carter Union was the one that pushed McRoy out of bounds. This time trips left side, one to the right, coming up over here for Shan. Once again, a handoff, bounce out the right side, but immediately tripped up on the play is McRoy. That time he was tripped up by number 40, which is Landon Bell.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That time wasn't able to escape the tackle. Number 40 did a nice job to slip his block and make a nice play, Landon Bell.
Yeah,
so 3rd and short. I still like Shannon on a keep here, Ian. They're reading running back.
Landon Bell, 6'2", 225, the junior on the defensive line. A really talented defensive line, by the way, for Clinton Massey. One of the best when it comes around the Cincinnati, Ohio area. Trips this time left, one right. It's going to be a handoff to Marcus McRoy going up the middle.
Nice push there by the O-line. So, again, bigger offensive front against a smaller defense. You want to wear on them. And they got another first down and goal. So the Irish on the move here. 50 seconds left in the first quarter.
Talk a little bit about that offensive line, too. Hayden Dorian, you want to talk about, of course, you have the profile. Brian Frasco, what O-line? Pat McCarthy. As this time, once again, with trips. And
there's an illegal motion on the Irish, and those are the ones that'll hurt. You get first and goal from the 10 and you get a 5-yard penalty. You got to be patient.
Yeah, it's going to be a legal motion on the Irish, going to back them up 5. But how about that offensive line? A new course to that player profile this week with Hayden Dorian. What an amazing kid.
And penalties have been a key. That Massey was able to answer 2 big penalties. So now the Irish get pushed back 5 yards, see what happens here. And it's one-on-one in the secondary.
And he loves to go one-on-one in the secondary. On that side, that's going to be Jacqueline Irving on the right side, actually. With trips to the left. He's going to go right to Irving that time, trying the one-handed, but was deeply covered that time by Carter Uden.
Yeah, pretty good coverage there in the corner. I'd like to see us run the football there. No panic. We've been getting 5 yards a shot. Throw it on first down, so 2nd and goal for the Irish.
Carter Uden, remember, is 5'8", 175, the senior number 1. He's also the punt returner for Clinton Massey, who is covering Jacqueline Irving on the right side that time.
Got Dean Boyd out here one-on-one, Ian. We've gone to this all season.
We'll see if they go to it again, possibly over here. Trips bunched up. You got, I think that's Manning, Burney, and Irving. Instead, it's going to be a Brady Shan keeper that time.
Yeah,
and
nice tackle there.
Nice
he
tackle.
gets through that way. That's a touchdown, and probably going to be the end of the quarter, Ian.
Probably might be the end of the quarter. I think on tackle was once again Lane Bell, who came in at the last second to wrap him up, and it's 20 seconds left. We'll see if Ursuline decides to get one more playoff over here before the end of the first quarter. Sometimes they want to do that. And by looking at
Cody Zanton made the tackle there. That's a touchdown, so he did a nice job, the quarterback.
The quarterback, and there's going to be another penalty flag coming up here. That pass is going to be incomplete as Shannon was looking on the left side right there, the Boyd, and once again on the coverage that time was in fact
going to be 4th down.
Blake
So
Ireland.
you see that looks like a sideline warning maybe on Massey, so they're going to have to back up. But that penalty proved key, and they're going to kick a field goal here. No,
we'll see what we'll see what they're going to do actually over here. And by looks of it, Jack Erickson's coming in. And so is James McGlone coming in. Remember, Ursuline's tried 2 field goals this year. One was a make against East. The other one was, I think it was Salem, where they missed it.
Yeah, you got to protect here and try to get some points on the board.
Now, McGlone's been hitting them a lot in practice lately. This one's going to be about 29 yards, about his range. This one's up, and this one is immediately no good that time. He might have actually got a piece of the block on that one, too, off the Jack Erickson hold.
Yeah, it's going to be the end of the first quarter.
It's going to be the end of the first quarter because of that, and Clint Massey is going to get the ball right around by looks of 15-yard line that time. So when we come back, Clint Massey will come back on offense over here. Last time out, they wound the clock down, and they took possession all the way for a touchdown on the right side. We'll be right back, everyone, on YSN Live, the home of the Ursuline Flying Irish State Championship Edition.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Cocos Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet is back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beers starting at 8 o'clock. That's Cocos Pizza. We serve it hot.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
And welcome back, everyone, here to YSN Live. Ian O'Brien, the coach, Steve Leslie, with you on the call. A missed field goal that time on the left side, about a 29-yard field goal it was for the Ursuline Irish, and James McClone gives some decent field position over here, I'd say, for Clint Matthews.
Going to need a stop. Mike, what are you seeing down on the field there?
I think it was a great drive until they got the penalty. Then they just went away from what got them down there. They were running the ball very effectively. And what's sad about this is you only had the ball for just over 2 minutes, and you came away empty-handed. Now you're going to hand the ball back over to Matthew. The defense has to come up with a stop here, because I'm not sure you want to go down 2 scores and let them drive the field again.
No, this is going to be a big stop for sure.
It's going to be a big stop over here. Mass is going to get the ball at their own 20-yard line, but as we see, they love to chew a lot of clock.
Yeah, this is their style. Yeah, they take the football. They did a nice job to take it and score. Now the Irish defense, we'll see what kind of adjustments they made. And the first one I see, Ian, is linebackers at 5 yards is going to be tough against this offense.
It's going to be tough against this offense. They're going to put them at 5 yards, but they're going to immediately get to them right there with a big-time tackle that time. And that's a way to start out this.
Yeah, that's a pretty good effort there, but still got 3 yards, and that's how they play football, 3 yards at a time. You're going to need that penetration.
Saver Don, Lorenzo Orbaugh all coming in on the tackle. Coming into the game as well here for Clint Massey is going to be number 16, Graham Mormon.
Chat box is open, hoping the Irish fans, can we get a stop here and get this game tied up?
One receiver going to go out this time to the left side. Everyone else is in the box stacked for both teams. 3 running backs in the backfield.
Better job that time against the wishbone.
Really better job against the wishbone that time. And on the carry, they did have, again, Trampler.
Yeah, that was a good job by the middle of the Irish defense. Lugers and the rest of the crew, Rohrbaugh did a nice job. So 3rd and 6, and they've hurt us to the edge. That's going to be the key. The toss sweep, we have to get people out on the edge and on the perimeter to shut down the toss sweep. They've had it every time, really. They've run it, except for the big penalty. So 3rd and long. Clock moving again, Irish fans, and the play clock's under 20 already, so they're going to use all 25 seconds every possession.
Yep, Ireland coming back into the game here. He's going to be this time on the right side. He's once again going to be against Bernie. This time around, they're going to have 3 running backs again in the backfield. Where there's the pitch out you talked about, Steve. Going to go right to the left side.
That time we stopped it, so pretty good job by the Irish defense to get off the field. And when I talked with Coach Reardon, anytime you can get him to punt, it's a big play, and it looks like the punt team's coming out on the field.
And how many times have they punted this year?
13. So this is punt number 14, and you have to be careful because it's 4th and short. I'm sure they have in their package where they fake this if they see a run play that they like. So the Irish defense is playing defense. We don't even have a punt returner deep.
Yeah, we don't, and that's going to be the key because of that. Will Bernie's the returner. He's going to be standing right around the 50-yard line in the middle of that time. So in case if they want to go, they could go back to the protector.
Yep.
I know they're actually, they are going to punt it this time. It's going
to be a
tough
split
punt.
Pick it up, find some yardage.
Picked up, going to go to the left side is Bernie, and then he slips a little bit, has to go back to the right side.
Yeah, we're running backwards. That's not a good job there by Will Bernie. Caught it on the 40 and runs backwards at a 35. So the Irish out of sync a little bit, Ian, here early.
Yeah, Bernie that time, as you saw, was a little kind of flustered a little bit, tried to go to the left side, and then realized that everyone stacked up, so he went to the right side, just went down that play, and on the tackle, who tackled him, that was, in fact, Braden Rolfe that time, 5'11", 170, the senior linebacker.
Mike, good job by the Irish defense, though. Made some conversions on 3rd down there to get the ball back to the offense.
Well, they did. They made some good adjustments on that second series, and Coach Reardon just told his team, go execute on this series on offense.
Now there's a false motion penalty again, and these have been the bugaboo that hurts Ursuline all season in the state championship. O-lineman moves again, and you start 1st and 15. Can't happen.
Yeah, the offensive line moved, and Mark Manning was going through the motion at that time. They really had to, I think, might have been a jet sweep for him. Remember, he did that against Chardon.
Yeah, but you have to be sound when you're in a state championship game. Penalties and long-distance situations will hurt you. Now we're empty set.
Empty set backfield this time. Shannon in the shotgun. Two receivers out to, or excuse me, trips to the left. You got two out to the right side this time. See what Shannon does here. They know how to cover these guys. It's going to be a QB run this time. QB take by Shannon to the right side. It's going to be down around the 35-yard line, right around the right hash that time.
Yeah, that's been the difference, is the tackling by Massey's been much better than the Irish. First quarter stats I'll give to everybody when we get the opportunity, but a pretty good gain of the 5-yard penalty back, Ian.
Pretty good gain indeed. It's going to be now a 2nd down 10 coming up over here for the Irish. Two receivers spread out left. Two receivers.
Again, a 6-man
right.
box. We should be able to run against this.
See if they do hand it off to McElroy possibly here. And then remember, you also guys got Christian Lynch a little bit. No, it's going to be a pass this time to the right side to Mark Manning, but he's going to get upfield to the first down and pushing him out. Pushing Mark Manning
nice
out.
Job there. Work the one-on-one out of the slot. First downs, Ian. 7-0. Massey 5 first downs to Ursuline's 3, 90 yards rushing to the Irish 29. Time of possession 9 minutes and 13 seconds to 2:47.
Yeah, and that time of possession really took a lot. I would say took a lot of time off the clock. There goes this time McElroy to the left side, and he's going to break a tackle. This is something he's super good doing.
I'm starting to see a few things now. Starting to break some tackles. Bigger front, the longer we can have the football, can wear on a smaller front, and just keep doing what you do. And off of that, be able to hit those intermediate pass routes.
So, well, on the left side, he spun Cody Santine around the quarterback.
But 6 again should be able to run against this box and get to the safety.
You got trips this time right side, one to the left. That's Boyd to the left. And it's going to be a handoff once again. The McElroy still up the middle.
Pretty easy run there for a first down. And I'm kind of surprised Massey doesn't have a safety. But the pass game for us makes you have those guys in the secondary play pass. And right now, another pretty good drive, Mike, on the ground.
Yeah, dove up the middle there.
Absolutely. The offensive line's blown open holes, exactly what they need. And it's opening up the passing game for Brady Shannon when they have to go to it.
Yeah, this is another one, Ian, a 4-man box with a deep safety. We should be able to get to the linebackers.
See what they do this time, man in motion. That's going to be once again
another penalty, pulse motion. So these are the ones that just
that's where Ursuline hasn't really
inexcusable.
They haven't had much trouble with penalties when it's been coming to the motion. They've been doing this a lot, but 2 moves that time on the offensive
and you
line.
just have to get yourself set and get yourself situated. You can't give up 5 yards at a time to a quality opponent.
Or a little bit in practice this week. Isaac Lucas did miss a week of, miss a day of practice. They had Mike Branch actually replacing him right there on the right side. So that's something you have to look out for here too. Is you got 2 receivers bunched up left. Now they're going to send man in motion. Mark Manning getting trips to the right side. Shan back to pass, throws to the left side right there to Dean Boy that time, and it's dropped.
Dropped it. Yeah, he was open. One-on-one coverage. That's what you want. Wasn't able to catch the football.
Really good coverage by Carter Yoon that time, 5'8", 175 on the left side.
Had him open.
1 against 1.
Great throw by Brady. Wasn't able to hang on to it.
Trying to make a nice little 50-50 ball right there. The Boyd's on that. They've been so really good.
And again,
really
first and 15, and we start out pass. And it's all nice when you hit that home run, but you got to get the ball moving and get downfield.
See what Mike Ackelson has to say about that.
The defense made the play there because he actually had that ball. He just poked it away late.
Shan this time with the play action to the middle side. That's going to be caught by
That's
Bernie.
a great catch by Bernie there on a little crossing route, and speed is a big factor. Will was able to come from the right slot all the way across the field. Now you're in a manageable 3rd down here, and I think you hit it to 6, Mike, and you hit a touchdown here on this play is what I'm feeling.
Yeah, once again, Santine was on the tackle right there around the middle to the left side. See what happens this time. Trips to the left side, 1 to the right. That's Irving to the right. It's going to be a handoff to Marcus McElroy. And there he goes when the hole comes. He's going to go to the right side. A man trips up to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and to Marcus McElroy's touchdown. How about that for the Ursuline Irish?
Good answer by the Irish. Blowing open some holes and getting an easy touchdown. So Irish right back down the field. Nice drive there by the U. Now you need the extra point to tie it. Pretty good drive, Mike Ackelson.
Boy, did you call that one, Steve Leslie? You said touchdown run by McElroy. That was perfect. He was able to bounce that outside because the lineman got to the linebackers and freed him.
Yeah, I like it. And the intermediate routes, Micah, would create that. He was able to hit Bernie and spread them out and then come back with the counter. Great play call by JD for the Irish.
Yeah, I think Ireland was the one for Clint Massey that tripped up there.
Now you need to hit these extra points are going to be key in state championship games.
Reagan Smith on for the PAT this time. Erickson once again the holder. This one's up, and this one is through the uprights at time. So
get that chat box going. Keep Mr. Yoakley busy, folks. It's 7-7.
And with 7:43 left to go here in the second quarter, we have a tie ball game here, everyone. at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, where legends are made and where legends win state championships. We'll be right back, everyone, here on YSN Live, the home of Ursuline Football State Championship Edition.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable. We are close. You call it hometown. We call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
And welcome back, everyone, here to YSN Live. Ian O'Brien, along with the coach, Steve Leslie. A nice little touchdown run that time by DeMarcus McElroy. Ties the game.
Yeah, great scoring run there, and I like what we're doing, and I like some of the crossing routes. And again, it's Boyd and Jekyllin are the keys on the edge, but it's Bernie and Manning, I think, could be those guys on crossing routes. Brady loves to throw those, hit that one, and then run the counter to the big man for the touchdown, right back in it. Irish needed that answer and got it. Now you got to keep playing defense.
That one was around a 30-yard touchdown a little bit, actually. About 30, 35-yard touchdown at the time by DeMarcus McElroy. So that gives Ursuline Irish a little bit of momentum. We got some guys listening back home from Youngstown. Tom Jones, Jason Bell listening back in.
Thanks for listening. No doubt. And shout out to 21, our partners. Jack Stevenson, can't thank him enough. Jack Kurdick, Dana Balish, everybody at 21. It's a group effort. Let's win a state championship.
We got it. The onside. Did they get it? Did Ursuline get the ball? I think they did. They're pointing that they did, and yet the Irish did get the ball. That's another thing that they worked on.
There he goes. There's the squib. Jekyllin Irving was on the fly, folks, and almost caught it on the run. The Irish recover. First down and 10. How do you beat a good offense in? You keep your offense on the field. We get another opportunity.
That's exactly how you do it. And you just see what Clint Matt's right now.
Head down a little bit.
That looked to have been Nathan Wildermuth, who was there trying to recover it.
Yeah, we got a sideline warning on the Irish. Mike, how about that play right there?
That was perfect, and you're right. He almost did catch it, but what he did by not catching it, he hit the guy, and that opened up everything for that ball to just be a wild scramble.
Mike McGlone, McGlone struggled on the field goal attempt. That was a great onside kick, put enough air for the Irish to go get it.
Here comes those crossing patterns you love.
Yes, I see it again. They're going to.
Looks like they're going to stop it. Now they're going to make sure they're all set. Now they're all going to.
But again, here's the bind they're in a 6-man box, and you're playing man. It's trouble either way you go.
Trips left side, one right. There's the one-on-one ball. That's going to be incomplete that time, right to Irving.
Yep.
Irving that time was up against number 11 Blake Ireland, and there's no flag on the play right there too on the left side. A little bit of contact.
Fighting, but they're going to let him play. I like the run game with 6 in the box. Let your big fellas try to wear on that front 4 and let DeMarcus try to beat that one guy like he did on the touchdown.
I think since they know that Clint Massey does sometimes, again, stack a little 6, they want to get the air out a little more, maybe get DeMarcus a brick too. Sometimes you also see Christian Lynch in the backfield. This time they're going to give it to D-Mac. He's going to go to the left side.
Yeah, that's a good
He's going to be
game
brought
there.
down around the 36-yard line that time. It's McElroy. McElroy that time, last man coming up, brought down by Ireland. Also on the tackle by looks like was, in fact, Wildermuth too.
Yeah, nice job of almost 5 yards there. So 2 down territory for the Irish Ian again. And Mike, I'm with you. I like number 5, Brady Shannon, on a little keep fake to McElroy. They're really keying him big time.
Absolutely, I would go with it.
Trips this time right side, one left, and there goes McElroy bouncing out to the left side again. He's going to go right to the 30, tripped up around the 27-yard line that time, and he was tripped up right there.
That's a good saving touchdown there. My man Frasco on the left tackle just got the old pancake even. So first down Irish, and this is what you want here. You want to get ahead. You want to keep running the football. Control the ball now. Make them play defense for as long as possible.
Cardian was one on the tackle to the left side. Ball now is going to be placed around the 27-yard line. Shannon, the shotgun, trips right side. There goes McElroy once again, bouncing out of every single tackle to the middle.
And Brady's, you see him starting to eye that defensive end. If he's going to crash, we got an injury down. You don't like to see that in the state championship.
Nathan Wildermuth right there on the injury. So we'll take a short break real quick, and we'll hope that he's okay.
Yeah, DeMarcus McElroy, 86 yards for the game right now, so we'll go to break.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
And welcome back, everyone, here to YSN Live. Ian O'Brien and the coach, Steve Leslie, with you on the call. That was Nathan Willermuth right there, number 41, who was hurt on the play.
Hope he's okay. The time's moving. It's 6:44 left in the quarter. Irish on the 15 again. Ian, I'm standing out here trying to call what I see. Six-man box. It's a run play for the Irish.
Six-man box. You see the wide open gap a little bit. I mean, they can't see it at home, but there's a wide open gap on the left side. That's where McElroy immediately goes to with
He's
trips
just
to the right
hitting the
side.
front, and those big boys that I talk about, Hayden Dorian doing a nice job leading the way there. That's a pretty simple 5-yard game, Mike Ackelson.
Braden Wolf was well on the tackle.
Absolutely. They're just playing right off their keys on this, and what for Brady to keep one of these.
Yeah, I'm with you there. The keep is there. The ends are crashing.
This time you're going to have trips right side. Remember, that was also Colin Trabler who came in on the tackle.
Yeah, they wanted to bring the linebacker on a run blitz, and the Irish check out of it. So Coach JD in sync here.
Trips once again over here, right side, one to the left. That's Boyd to the left, so you know they might go up to him, but it's going to be a run to McElroy. He's going to bounce out to the left side again, bounce back to the middle, going to be brought down around the 5-yard line.
That time I like the counter play. We're doing some nice things on the line of scrimmage. A little counter, backside guard pulls in, does a nice job. First and goal, Irish. Clock moving, 5:54.
Yeah, first and goal coming up now. They gave him the first down just at the last second right there. Hairs by his chin. They gave it to him.
And I'm with Mike Ackelson. You stay with what you do. 6 in the box, run it to 6 or 5 on a keep.
You got trips once again right. There goes the McElroy. Had the bounce out, and they immediately knew that was happening.
That time. Yeah, Brady's got to be ready to read the keep on that.
And that time on the tackle, look to it back then, Charlie Hale. That's who was on the tackle as well as Lane Bell.
Mike, that's the one we're talking about, the little keep with the ends crashing. I think could get him on the edge and maybe pass the football out of it.
Absolutely, they could have there. Colton Trampler just made a nice play, though, in the backfield to tie up McElroy's legs.
Yeah, I made a really nice tackle there, too. That's on the defense is trying to improve on trips. Right side, play action pass to the end zone. Is that almost was, I think, it was a 50-50 ball there. Was nearly picked off, I think, that time.
Went to Bernie on the slant again, so back-to-back stops for Massey.
That is Gabe McDowell who comes in now. 5'9", the junior, 170. Comes in a little bit of rotation right there. That made a really good play.
Mike, I like the matchup with Boyd on one-on-one with the smaller DB watching him one-on-one.
I do. I would go there. I also think, though, it's 2-down territory right now for Ursuline.
2 downs. Yeah, he's not wrong. 2-down territory coming up over here, 3rd and 9. You know they're not probably going to do another field goal at that point. That one's going to be caught out.
There's going to be interference here, so now you have a choice. Do you take 4th and a half a yard, or you're going to take the automatic first down half the distance of the goal? I got to believe you take the first down.
I believe you take the first down, too, and that's going to be Connor Ewan, that's going to be Carter Ewan, who they're going to call it on that time, and that's going to be an automatic first down here. Should be, at least for the Irish.
Yeah. That's a great catch by Dean Boyd on a little quick out route. Coach Reardon with the officials. We're going to decline the penalty. I'm kind of surprised there, to be honest. I thought we'd go first and goal.
The ball's going to be – it's still going to be first – going to be –
No, it's going to be 4th and goal.
Coming up over here. I don't –
It's
I'm
less
surprised
than half
you're
a yard, guys.
Yeah, but I like that first down better, Mike. But Coach Reardon knows way more than I do.
See what happens. Everyone's stacked up on the line this time over here. You know, Ursuline, Shannon, the shotgun, though. And he does, in fact, have – that's going to be McElroy once again to his right side. It's going to be a handoff right to D-Mac going up the middle. Is he in?
Yep,
They called
he's
him
in.
in the last second.
Touchdown Irish.
Touchdown to Marcus McRoy
Yeah,
from
good
1 yard
push.
out.
Put the big boys on the left side. D-Mac into the end zone. Touchdown Irish. We take the lead.
Ursuline takes the lead for the first time this morning, we should say. About to be afternoon here, actually, I think a little bit shortly, too, with 4:50 left remaining in the second quarter. And that just puts a lot of momentum now on this Irish faithful.
Yeah, nice job there. Good push by the Irish front. Get the touchdown here. And this looks like 2-point territory for the Irish.
They love to do a muddle huddle, and looks like they are going to go 2-point conversion.
No hesitation at all.
No muddle huddle as well. Just a normal
Massey
play.
defense all confused.
All confused as a Massey defense. That time they ran up the middle. Tyreek Dunlop.
Got it.
He
2-point
got it.
conversion.
Yes, he
Great call
did.
by the Irish. Go up 15-7.
You got to give a shout out to Tyreek Dunlop right there.
Dunlop.
Just sticking the arm forward to get the 2-point conversion.
Irish
And now-
Nation, blow the chat box up right now. Irish up 15-7. 4:50 left in the second quarter.
And the Irish are now going to be up, and we'll take a little break over here on YSN Live, the home of the Ursuline Irish.
Jimmy Sugman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
And welcome back, everyone, here to YSN Live. Ian O'Brien, the coach, Steve Leslie,
And
with
I
you
like
on the
the
call.
diagonal kick there. Now get down and cover it. Keep playing good
Going
defense.
to bring out to the 20-yard line that time. Going to cut up to the middle after going to the left side.
Yeah,
and
good
gonna be
job
brought
by the
down
Irish.
really
Will
right around
Burney on the
35-yard
tackle to
line.
lead the way there. You have the lead now, so it's a different look for Massey here now. When you're down and you like to grind clock, now you're behind 7, and the Irish get the football to start the third quarter. This is a big drive for the Ursuline defense, don't you think, Mike?
Absolutely a big drive here. If you can get a stop, and we know how fast they can light things up, you can actually still make this a 3-for-1 for the Irish.
I like that. I'll go 3 for 1 all day. Let's get a stop here, Ian.
I'll go 3 for 1.
No
too.
doubt.
By the way, that on the return there, that was Gavin Hunter for Port Clyn.
Yeah, back to the one-back set with the 2 trips in the wings motion.
Yeah, it's going to be a handoff
the
that time once again. Big fullback handoff that time to
Yeah.
Templar. He's only going to get up to the left
Yeah,
side. to about
Ja'Kylan
30.
Irving with a nice tackle. Mike, the tackling's gotten better since they've met as a group after that first series.
Absolutely, and I think what they've done, they've adjusted to guys on the front line that they're sitting in the gaps instead of sitting right over a player.
Yeah, that's a good answer there. So pretty good adjustments by the Irish.
Yeah, this time they're going to go one receiver to the right once again.
Yeah, they're
Same
going to
thing,
try to
pitch
get
out.
to the edge.
There goes
We're
the
out
pitch out
there.
to the edge. On for a nice little run, and it's going to be close to the first down, but out of bounds that time. Off
Yeah,
the
Will
first.
Burney got to
Loose.
take a little better angle, had a chance for a big play. Just came up and got to maintain leverage to the sideline there. So 3rd and long for Massey. This is a big play in this football game, 4-11 in the second quarter. And that's a play Will Burney would like to have back because that would have been a loss of yardage.
Van Hoos went to the right side that time, was pushed out of bounds for a nice little pickup. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 5. Same formation.
There's the
again
run
right
blitz,
there,
and we
nothing
stopped
going.
it.
Nothing going immediately right there. That's big Mike Branch on the
Yeah,
tackle.
Mike Branch, the big fella. Mike, you talked about it over the lineman, beat the gap, made a great play.
Absolutely. He just shot that gap, and that was a big adjustment they've made since that first series.
Yeah, that's a great adjustment by Coach Frasco and the defensive staff. Love to see Nate Burney get a play here and get some positive yards.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see if he can. They're going to back up now on this one. Once again, Keegan Lamb's going to be the punter here for Port Clyn. Remember, they've only punted now. This is going to be their 15th
Yeah,
punt of
2
the
punts.
season. Yeah,
We hit the norm. Coach Reardon told me that we give him the punt. We're in good shape. Going to let him punt it.
Little high snap that time.
Oh, it's a bad punt. Get away from it.
They are going to
Here we go.
It's going to take a Irish bounce along with that when you think about it. Going to go up to about the 45.
So what do we have coming here, partner? Fast and Furious, I'm saying.
Fast and Furious,
2 pretty
okay.
good drives. Mike, what do you think? Fast and Furious with the O-line. Get these guys moving.
Absolutely. No huddle, fast and furious. Set it up with the run, go your crossing pattern, and when you get close, take your shot deep.
Yeah, I think here I like take my shot deep. We played the passing game in the intermediate ones. We haven't hit that big one. I'm going to say they hit Bernie on a deep one. They got Dory in the center out here on the edge. Little trick play.
Yeah, a little trick play. This is something that they like to do here too. It's going to go right that time to Manning on the left side.
I like it. Show them something different. Give 5 yards here, and I love where we're at. In 3:19, the clock's going to move. All our timeouts. A 15-7 lead Irish Nation, and we get the ball to start the third quarter.
That was Brandon Updike that time with ball
guys, is trying to spread out this defense.
Yeah, we have them spread, Mike. The run box is open again. Safety. If McElroy beats him, it's a touchdown.
And they're going to be a QB keeper actually by Brady Shan. Shan that time going to go up the middle off of the fake.
Yep, I love that play call too. You got to account for Brady Shan in there. So the Irish doing some good things right now.
3:12 left to go here in the second quarter, and time is ticking down. They have all the time in the world.
Yeah, you take your time here and run this whole clock out and get to halftime.
A little fast and furious speed, as we like to say. Two receivers both on the left and the right. It's going to be a
good
pass
tackle
that time,
there.
but a really good tackle. Manning.
Yeah, Dean Boyd missed the tackle, missed his block there, and they tackle Manning in the backfield.
Yeah, they'll tackle that time. Looks to, in fact, be. I think that's going to be number one. Once again, that's going to be Uden.
Yeah, stay with what got you to the dance. Run the football. You have 2:40 left. Got 3 running plays, Mike, to get this first down here, in my opinion.
Oh, it's absolutely 4-down territory. You can look at it. There's really only 5 guys sitting in that box at the moment.
Yeah, and if they bring the run blitz, they lose a guy if we pick it up.
Well, 5 guys. Shan's going to go back to pass, however, going to go right to Christian Lynch, excuse me.
No, that's Bernie, I think.
Bernie, I think, actually. Yeah,
Bernie with a little quick hitter. Now they got us in the third and manageable, like the quick hitter to the receiver. So now you're third and short. Yeah, probably brings number 6 back into the game.
Bernie going to go to around the 39-yard line that time, too.
Massey looking a little gassy, and 2:07 and the clock moving.
They don't know what to do right now against the pass game of Ursuline. They're not used to stuff like this. Not used to a big-time hurry-up offense. This time Shannon going out deep, and he has a wide-open man. That's Ja'Kylan Irving walking right to the end zone for a touchdown, no flags.
Pretty simple.
Right to the right side.
Right, there you go. You want to read run. We'll throw it up over the top. Ja'Kylan Irving, touchdown Irish.
I told you guys, the kill shot, go deep.
Go for the kill shot, and we did. Irish Nation, get the chat box rolling. WFMJ, one of our proud sponsors, helping us out with all their stuff and all we do. And the Irish right now in complete domination.
Complete domination, especially for what we saw during their first run, where it was that missed field goal, the turnover. And here they go, Steve. This is the muddle huddle.
Yeah, little muddle huddle again. See if you can find a mismatch or you kick it. I love to put this defense on its heels. Here we go.
The whole left side of the whole line's on the left side, and that's going to be a trick play in the end zone, but it's not going to be knocked away that time. No good.
Yeah, a little floater on the pass, but we'll take the 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah, really good play on the defensive side that time by Colin Trampler.
Ian, here's some numbers for you. Brady Shannon, 8 for 13, 91 yards passing, and a touchdown pass to Ja'Kylan. The Irish receivers, Irving leads it with 39 yards. DeMarcus McElroy, 15 carries, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So the Irish have picked up the pace here in the second quarter now and are out-rushing a good Clinton Massey team, 120 to 104, 153. You have to play good defense and not give up something deep.
Yeah, you have to play some good defense, but you've been stacking the box more over here. You've been
and this is where
run, and they don't throw a lot.
Yeah,
so
this is when you said in the pregame I thought was huge. Yeah. Get them behind. They don't throw it a whole lot. If you can force a team to pass the football that's not used to it, usually bad things that happen. But 5 plays, 56 yards, touchdown to Ja'Kylan Irving, and the Irish out to a good first half.
Yeah, McClellan's going to be the one over here on the kickoff. And last time he had a really good onside pooch kick.
Yeah, you just want to cover this like they did the last one. Try to put it down there in between that 30 and 20-yard line like he's done.
Don't be surprised. This one might be a surprise little squib onside.
Yeah, a little squib. Take it.
Time
there we go.
A little muff. They're going to let it go about the 21, going upfield about to the middle left side or middle right side.
Yeah, Xavier Don and the rest of his teammates help him out there. So long way to go for Massey. 145. They have all their timeouts, Ian, but this is tough sledding now. Mike, for an Irish defense, read your keys and don't give up a big play here before the half.
Absolutely. Keep your safeties back on this right now and get out of here with a 21-7 lead. You can go up 3 scores to start the third.
Yeah, I'm with you right now. I think, Mike, I think they have to try to pass the football one time here in this series just to see if they're able to.
They have to. They've got to show the Irish that they can. If not, if you're Ursuline, you can just stack the box.
Yeah, here's
the pass actually this time with the play action going right to the right side, but a little too far that time. Incomplete. The intended receiver that time for Clinton
Yeah, that's pretty
Massey.
good coverage there in the secondary by McElroy. Mike, and you talk about going for the big hit. Irish have all 3 timeouts. Don't be surprised we get a stop here. They'll take a timeout.
Oh, absolutely. You put the ball up like that, the clock's not ticking, and that's not what Massey likes to do. Guaranteed, Brady Shannon's going to be going deep if they get this ball.
No doubt.
No doubt. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 here coming up and breaking the huddle that time. See if they do the same thing again.
Yeah, now you want to get that pass rush. Xavier Dunn and Dunlow in from the edge here.
1:40 left to go in the second.
There you
There's
go.
going to be the
Tackle.
run game that they like to do. And they're still going
That's
to get some good yards that time by Trampler. He's going to get out to maybe about the 45
Yeah,
yard line.
that's okay. They're not used to going fast. The clock's, they're going to take a timeout. Okay.
And there's going to be
Make
a
them use
timeout.
some timeouts.
Yep, and we'll take a timeout with them over here. 21-7, the Irish lead on YSN Live, the home of the Ursuline Irish.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable. We are close. You call it hometown. We call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
21 News.
Valley reaction. Why the police chief
expand
Reporters you trust.
Mahoning and Trumbull
Wilmington restaurant.
recovering from a
Telling
broken
more local stories
A community in Niles
They're here in Youngstown, right
around our valley.
You're at the University of Dayton Saturday.
have to say
Because you expect
A storybook ending for the Kennedy.
this evening. That will push away as we go
more local news.
in Mercer County
before they become life-threatening.
21 News. Locally owned. Locally connected.
And welcome back, everyone, here to all YSN Live from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Ian O'Brien, the coach, Steve Leslie with you on the mic.
Yeah, make them win yards here. The time's 129. They have 2 timeouts. You just want to play defense.
Another handoff.
Yeah, make a tackle. That's okay. I can live with those. Make them use timeouts and clock. Another timeout, I think, but no timeout. They're going to try to get to the line and run it.
Yeah, they're
going to get their yardage here, and that's what they do, Ian, but you got to make them go the whole way, and that was a pretty good tackle there by Frasco.
Yeah, Trampler was the one, once again, on the rushing end, and they're going to go right back to him that time, man.
Yeah.
A swarm of Irish is flew
Nice
John
job
Edmonds
there.
first on the
Edmonds is
tackle.
having a good football game, good call, Ian, doing a nice job from the linebacker spot right now, and the clock's running. Kind of surprised they didn't use another timeout there.
Just a history about this Ursuline and this whole senior class that was once freshmen. Never thought that they'd make it this far, and here they are now.
Yeah, there's the pass game.
That's Santine. That's going to be
Yeah,
caught,
that's
and
great
nowhere to go
coverage
immediately
there.
that time. Swarm of Irish once again coming on the tackle.
Yeah.
Coming on the tackle that time by looks of it was DeMarcus McElroy.
Yeah, McElroy's been all over the football field. Pretty good one-on-one coverage, and we're going to have a timeout here.
Yep, that was 6 against 6 that time. We're going to keep it here a little bit. What does Clinton Massey have to do you think?
Well, I think that time it was Frasco and McElroy that did a good job on the one-on-one coverage. And this is a tough thing for a football team when you've only thrown it this many times in a season, 45, and you're behind 2 touchdowns in the state championship. It's hard to come back and play this way. This drive, Mike Ackelson, is huge to host a goose egg here and get to halftime with the football to start the third.
Oh, absolutely. And the other thing that's making it easy for McElroy and those guys, they still got 3 guys in the backfield.
Yeah.
So they're able to see who's spreading, and they can just go right to that guy when the quarterback moves, because both times he's rolled out, he's thrown directly to the guy underneath.
Yeah, that's a great call by Mike. The Irish have been able to read the receiving options for Massey, and now you get a stop here, and if this is 4th down territory, you give the ball back to Ursuline. There's 45 seconds left in the half, and
if I know John DeSantis,
they won't sit with 45 seconds.
They're going to score one more time before half.
So you got to try to get a stop here and make him play on 4th down.
If you're Clinton Massey, you got to get a first down immediately, and I mean right after this play. This time,
No,
nothing
got
going.
him.
There's a fumble on the play. It's
The
going to be
Irish
Irish
got
ball.
it.
Yep, it's going to be Irish ball.
Hit him and
time.
strip him, and first down for the Fighting Irish.
Tyreek
Dunlow, Xavier Dunn hit the quarterback. Irish recover.
And how about that time to Kylan Irving with the recovery on that play to the right side, and that's where they'll take over.
Mike Ackelson, here's what you talk about and what I like. I like McElroy. I like Manning or Bernie on one of these crossing routes across the middle of the field.
Oh, absolutely. Go, because you got the middle of the field. You got 3 timeouts left, so you
Right.
can play it to your strength here.
I think we're going to have a review here, Mike, I think.
Seems like
I know there's reviews in the high school games. There's a review booth for the state championships. They can review turnovers and fumbles. They may check, Mike, if this was a forward pass. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let's hear what the refs have to say. And
they're going to go to the replay. I didn't get a real good look if it was forward. Mike, I don't know if you got a good look at it down there.
I thought it was a pitch, but then again, I was screened by some players, but it looked like a run all the way to me.
Yeah, this is a big play here. I'm going to watch the replay here. Dunlow did a great job on the strip.
They really did. Now they're going, and they're pointing to where it's at. I do think
that's
that
a pitch.
time,
That's no doubt a fumble. Mike, it's not a pass for sure. It's a pretty good strip by the Irish defense in the recovery.
Little option pitch, but even better pressure by the Irish that time.
Chat box, Ian, shout everybody out. I know you have a whole crew listening to state championship football. And I speak for DJ. You've done a fantastic job calling Ursuline football. Trey Severello all season long. Unfortunate at the age that you can't get up here in the press box, but from YSN, we follow those rules. But you've done a great job, and DJ, I appreciate all you do for the Irish.
And I appreciate you guys for letting me on here too. I really do appreciate that. All you guys
don't appreciate us. You put in the time, my man, and have gotten better and better each week. How big is this turnover?
I mean, it's big. That's all I gotta say. And by the looks of what we saw here,
don't you agree? I think that's a fumble. Yeah, I don't think that's a pass for sure.
They're gonna go onto the field. They're still talking it over, but I think we will get the official word here starting now. As a little bit of a wave right there.
Grace Leslie, the student body. You have to shout them out. They're in full force. I'm going to tell you what.
Why not?
YSN Nation, I can't thank you enough. We have a lot of listeners, but this Ursuline crowd's come out in full force to support this football team.
It's a nice little day off of school, too.
Yeah, no school. That's a good thing. Exactly. No school will get people to come to Canton. And, boy, you couldn't have scripted a better first half. They drive the ball for 7 minutes, get a first down, get the touchdown, and now we can go up 3 scores. 43 seconds left, waiting on a review.
It seems like the defense is out.
Yeah.
Seems like the defense. So they also
they're going to call it a forward pass, Mike, and I'm a little surprised, to be honest with you.
I don't agree with that call. What do you think, Ackelson? And he's actually going to be out now. And you hear the crowd that time. There's the crowd not liking it. Meanwhile, you get some claps going on from the Clint Massey club.
Yeah, that's a little questionable. And here's my thing. You haven't had review all year. I know it's a good thing for here, but not a whole lot there. But it's okay. It's going to be 4th down. So pick your poison here like I talked about. You go for it, which they're going to, and give the Irish Mike the ball at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they do that. Remember, though, Keegan Ballard's the one actually going to be punting, I think. They actually are bringing him out.
Yeah, they're going to punt this.
Yeah, so Keegan Ballard's the punter.
I don't know, Mike. Punting here down 14, you're still going to give the Irish 40 seconds.
This one's going to be a punt. It's going to go high punt to the
he
right
shanked that one again, so we got some territory.
I feel like they're going out of bounds a little bit on purpose, too, maybe try and stay away from Will Birdie a bit.
I don't know. They left 35 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, and the Irish
team can strike pretty fast.
Yeah, the Irish will get the ball to start the third quarter. So, Ian, no mistakes here. Just get to the half at worst. But, again, Mike, and seeing their defense up here with their safeties, I love our 2 slot guys on some crossers.
Oh, absolutely. I'd go with the crossing pattern. And, again, you can work the middle of the field because you've got timeouts.
Chris, keep your eye on. He's at the wing. He's one of the most talented, quick running backs. Can use him on a seam route.
Well, the second-string running back is also the son of Clint Lynch that time. That's going to be a QB keeper by Shannon. He's going to go nowhere on that play, right up the middle, but nowhere to go.
Yeah, Coach Reardon, you're happy with a 14-point lead also. I don't blame him here for not taking any opportunities. Get to the half, and been a great first half, Mike.
Oh, absolutely. Minus that first drive. The defense has been great. And let's see if they just maybe we're trying to lull Massey here.
Maybe trying to wall him a little bit. Might be a little bit of a run here. And no, we'll actually see a pass by Shannon right to the left side to Dean Boyd. He's going to go upfield. Dean Boyd still bringing some tackles, brought down that time around the 39-40-yard line. And we will go to the half just like that.
That's a pretty good first half of action for the Irish.
And they're going to go to the halftime. You see Clint Massey. They're going to be – it seems like actually they're going to –
there should be at least 1 or 2 seconds left.
Yeah, there should be. The clock should stop on a first down, so the Irish should have been able to take a timeout there.
You saw both sides of the silence are already ready to go into halftime. And then
there's going to be 1 second left to get a play, and I don't blame him here. You see if you can find an open space.
And it seems like Ursuline's going to go call maybe a timeout, and Reardon wants to talk to the players real quick. Now, in this situation, you only have a second left.
Yeah.
I mean, do you try maybe go down with a Hail
Do you
Mary?
have a bag of tricks? You
Tricks,
can
Hail Mary.
see some laterals. You could see anything here, but you're telling your guys don't turn the ball over and make a mistake. That'll give them a chance to pick it up.
Now, Steve, I don't want to spoil anything, but I saw in practice what they like to do. So
we're spoiling stuff.
I'm going to give a little bit of a hint.
All right, spoil. Well, what are we looking for here? Call it for me.
Sometimes what they'll like to do is it's to pretend to be a little bit of a bounce pass, and they'll pretend that Shannon threw a bad throw. However, they will either go to maybe a lineman possibly, and Colin Ross maybe that we've seen, or a receiver.
I'm going to go with your calls. You've covered them every week and done a great job. I think they just listened to you. I think JD has you hooked in on YSN. And, but again, as I look at the stats, Ian, it's been a great job. 12 first downs to 6 for Ursuline. They had 5 on the first drive. So big turnaround.
Yeah, let's see if they do that here. Right now, it doesn't look like that. It looks to be a normal formation over here with 2 receivers this time, bunch out to the left and 2 to the right. Shannon the shotgun. He has DeMarcus McElroy right to his side that time. He's going to make back the pass. Goes Shannon right to the left side. It's going to be a little lateral. Here comes the lateral that time.
Yeah,
but they will get the
they
first
played it
down.
well. That's okay. Nice job by the Irish. Great first half by the Ursuline Irish, Ian.
Yeah, Dean Boyd pitch out right to Will Burney at the last second, but Ursuline will go to the half now. Reardon wants his guys. He wants to huddle up.
Yeah, they're going to huddle up, and a lot of excitement coming off the other side of the field as the Irish going to head to the locker room.
Yeah, Irish are going to head to the locker room. Clinton Massey's going to head to the locker room wearing all their blue. The Irish, of course, wearing all their white. They're going to head to their side of the locker room as well. And we're going to go right in the halftime. We'll take a little bit of a halftime break, too, with them. And we'll be back, I want to say, in about, read off some good stats, I want to say right before halftime, maybe 7 minutes before halftime. So we'll be right back there, everyone. Enjoy the half. Enjoy, a little bit if you are here, Ken. But if you're also listening, get ready for the second half because it's going to be a really big one here on YSN Live, the home of the Ursuline Irish.
Feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University, and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa, and I'm YN proud.
New things happen all day. Some are good, some not so good. In today's complicated world, while you're busy working, playing, and living life, we're busy helping you make sense of the day's news. And there's only one place where it comes together with clarity, context, and accountability. It's 21 News at 6 with me, Madison Tromler, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 6. It's what the day's news really means to you.
Welcome home to a home made homier with Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Inspiration starts at BairdBrothers.com and is turned into reality when high-quality hardwoods are delivered right to your home. Baird Brothers has the latest design trends, shiplap and skinny lap interior siding, antique oak rustic flooring, and, well, you'll find them all at BairdBrothers.com. Ordered easily, delivered conveniently, enjoyed comfortably. BairdBrothers.com.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Every one of our vehicles has undergone our own 126-point inspection, so it passes the most important inspection, yours. No other dealership has the extra inventory, gives you extra for your trade, and goes the extra mile for you. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
For a great vehicle and a great experience, come to Boardman Mitsubishi today. As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
Cocos Pizza, always supporting our community and our local athletes. Stop in on game day or score big and have it delivered right to your door. Check out our daily specials at cocospizza.com. That's Cocos Pizza, we serve it hot.
At Hubbard Chevrolet, Hubbard can help you get the financing you need regardless of your situation. I'm Tony Page, and I've helped thousands of customers in Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania buy a vehicle. Visit HubbardChevy.com to get pre-approved. Remember, folks, Hubbard can help.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Every customer has a story, and at Greenwood Chevrolet, we are committed to making sure it ends with you in the right vehicle. I get to be part of somebody's adventure, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their finances. They trust me to take care of them, and they trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Jimmy Sudman here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe Dickey Electric is your local go-to source for responsive, reliable residential electrical work. From everyday maintenance and repairs to new installations, electrical upgrades, and safety inspections, no job is too big or too small. Call Joe Dickey Electric today, 800-549-3976, or visit DickeyElectric.com. That's DickeyElectric.com.
Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, shop with confidence knowing we're ready to go the extra mile for you. With the largest selection of used vehicles in the Valley, backed by the Greenwood Advantage Warranty. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. With our combined 70 years experience, WRS Wealth Advisors is the area's premier wealth and retirement specialist. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services, or visit WRSwealth.com. Good luck, athletes.
It's a new year at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi with huge savings on over 350 fully inspected vehicles. We have cars, trucks, SUVs, minivans, and work vehicles. We don't have it, our team will find it. We aim for 100% credit approval with payments as low as $99 per month. And as always, we'll pay top dollar for your trade. For a great vehicle and a great experience, come see why everyone is stopping by at Acura of Boardman and Boardman Mitsubishi.
60 years ago, Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods began with 3 siblings, a hand-set sawmill, and a few local orders. And while business has certainly changed over the years, what has not are our principles of hard work, craftsmanship, and commitment to quality. At Baird Brothers, we're proud to put our name on the products we create, from moldings and doors to flooring and lumber. Thank you for 60 great years. We look forward to 60 more. Baird Brothers, for the place you love.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
News doesn't stop after the sun goes down. Sometimes you just have to hustle to get it. At 21 News, no matter how far it is, no matter what it takes to get there, we're working to bring you the best stories and the freshest content at 11 p.m. with the context and clarity that makes it worth staying up for, no matter what time it is. 21 News at 11 with me, Erin Simonek, and Derek Steyer.
21 News at 11, news that's worth your time.
Cocos Pizza, proud to announce our pizza buffet is back every Wednesday at our Boardman and Campfield locations. Adults only $7.99 and kids only $4.99, and $2 beer starting at 8 o'clock. That's Cocos Pizza. We serve it hot.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Hi, everyone. This is DJ Yoakley with Your Sports Network. We appreciate your support of YSN and welcome you to the YSN family. Our broadcast streams are brought to you live at no cost to you by sponsors that are local to this community. Without the vision and generosity of our sponsors and partners, we would not be able to bring this game to you today. So please support the great businesses and leaders that are making this game possible. And if you're a business in need of great advertising and sponsorship opportunities, feel free to head over to our site for more information on the right fit for you. We are local, we are loyal, and we are live. We are YSN.
Ah, the details. Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods is one fine ride. Perfect cornering, superb handling, sporty and stylish, power to spare, plus awesome mileage. Yeah, jaw-droppingly beautiful lines and well appointed with luxurious trim. Put more oomph in your life and start beholding the molding. Find your home's fine hardwood at BairdBrothers.com.
Going from mindful to mindful sometimes requires a helping, healing hand. Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness offers a continuum of mental health and wellness care. At Insight, we're changing the way you receive counseling and wellness services with experienced licensed clinicians and expertly trained wellness staff. With 4 locations in Mahoning and Columbiana County, along with telehealth services, Insight offers clients quick access to care when they need it. Transform your mental health and wellness at Insight Clinical Counseling and Wellness.
Local teams are heating up the hardwoods, and you can keep up with all the action on and off the court with Five Guys Hoop News all season long on 21 Sports.
And welcome back, everyone, here to YSN Live. Ian O'Brien and the coach, Steve Leslie, with you on the call. Some first half stats, of course, here on YSN Live right now. 21-7, the Ursuline Irish lead.
Yeah, first downs in 13-6 Ursuline, so that's a good sign. And here's a big one for me. Net yards rushing, Ursuline 120 on 19 carries. Massey, 26 carries for 122. Have done a good job since the first drive there. Total plays 241 for Ursuline, 123 for Massey. Individually, DeMarcus McElroy, 15 carries for 109 yards, 2 touchdowns. Brady Shannon, good first half, being 10 for 15, 121 yards. Dean Boyd, the leading receiver, 4 for 45 yards, and Kylan Irving with that 1 catch for 39 yards and a touchdown. I'm going to go defense with you, and you've called these names a lot. You're the play-by-play guy. John Edmonds, 8 tackles. C.J. Frasco, 7 tackles, and Kylan Irving, 7 tackles. So our defense has been huge in this state championship game.
It's been stepped up in this state championship game, and they've plugged the hole. You know, they had trouble with that in the first opening drive to plug the hole.
Yeah.
Now they're plugging the hole, and Clem Massey, they just have no answer for it.
Yeah, no answer, and it took us, and it doesn't, you know, you have to adjust to some things and see it in live game speed. They've done that, but Chatbox Nation, we need you. We're 24 minutes away from bringing the state championship back to Youngstown Ursuline. Keep that chat line going. Love to have you. And again, Ian, with YSN, I can't thank DJ Oakley enough, Brian Scott, for their dreams and visions. We've become a huge sports network in the Mahoning Valley, and it's a great credit again to Jack Stevenson, Jack Gerdick, Dana Balish, and our partners at 21. It's how we rule the sports area in the Mahoning Valley.
It's been an amazing accomplishment. Ever since, you know, the business has worked their way up since 2017 all the way to here now. Started with, 4 teams?
Yeah.
And now here we are.
I remember the day I sat with DJ and there were 4 teams, and I'm not going to lie to you, I thought it was kind of crazy, but I was willing to do it. You know, and I compare YSN to Youngstown Ursuline. Dreams do come true, but you have to work hard. They're not given to you. They're earned, and right now, Ursuline's 24 minutes from earning a state championship and from a YSN standpoint, we haven't earned anything yet. We're hungrier than ever, and we'll get bigger and better.
Bigger and better. And guess what? We also, of course, started basketball season.
Yeah, basketball's on. We had you on the call last night, so Hoop fans, it's Friday night. We'll have hoops all over the network tonight. Hop on, check out your favorite school. And, again, we're out sponsors, and we can't do this. So if you're out there listening and you want to be a part of us and what we do and how we treat all our schools and kids, go on to ysnlive.com. Sponsorships and hop on board, and let's get bigger and better in 2022. But first things first, brother. I know you're an Ursuline alum. Daniel's up here in the press box, but you put that uniform on. What does this mean to you? And a guy, Daniel's downstairs eating, of course, but what does it mean to you to be 24 minutes from another state championship?
It feels the world. You know, I remember sitting, I think it's 5th grade. I'm in, maybe it's Mrs. Faber's class or something like that, but I'm watching the game, like, in St. Christine's Elementary School. Dan can know, he was part of it. We're just watching Dan Reardon win his 3rd state championship in a row, 2010. It's just an incredible feeling now to be this older from back then and here now at the Hall of Fame Stadium where legends once again are introduced and where legends are made.
Yeah, legends are made. Mike, I don't know if you have us on your thoughts on the first half that the Irish, after the first drive, kind of dominated.
They absolutely dominated after the first 7 minutes of the game. That first 7 minutes was all Clinton Massey. They couldn't have scripted a better start for them. But after that, Ursuline was like, all right, we took your punch. Now it's our turn to show you what we're made of. And I thought it was brilliant. I mean, yeah, they came away with nothing on their first drive. But the second drive, their defense set the tone, I think, for the rest of that first half, and their offense just started clicking. And then you get that little pooch onside kick. That, to me, right now, has been the difference in the game because that gave Ursuline all the momentum that they needed at that time.
Yeah, and Ackelson, you know, this is something that Clay Massey's not really used to doing. They are so used to a team that always is in huddle. They're not used to the no-huddle offense that Ursuline's doing. How do they stop this no-huddle offense in the second half?
I think the big thing for them is they've got to get some pressure into the backfield. But to do that, it plays into Ursuline's hands because now you got to bring a linebacker. Now those crossing patterns that you guys are able to see develop up from that play booth, that's going to be wide open for the Irish. So if you're Massey, somehow you've got to get Ursuline into uncomfortable situations. Instead of maybe a 2nd and 4, you want it to be 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10, off an incomplete pass. That way maybe you can dictate the change. What I did see that was kind of peculiar to me, their defense hasn't adjusted to what Ursuline's doing. They have stuck with what they came onto the field with, where the Irish did adjust their defense after the first drive.
Yeah, adjustments are key. So I'm going to ask you, you're my guy, you're my partner. YSN, Mike, we're a second half away from bringing a state championship home. Thanks for what you're doing down there. Keep that energy, YSN Nation. Hop on the stream chat and talk with DJ and get your opinions out. And it's a community effort right now. You're 24 minutes away from bringing the state championship home.
And, again, it's the only team in Youngstown that's going to bring it home. And we've had a lot of teams that made it far in the playoffs. Unfortunately, Springfield just came up a little bit short. Warren JFK came up a little bit short in the end. But Ursuline looks to bring it home for all those teams. And show, and again, as they say, defend Youngstown. That's what they got to do. And I didn't even say defend the Mahoning County and Trumbull County that we covered. Defend all those local schools.
They are representing a lot of schools at YSN that have dreams and visions to someday play in this game, and they're watching an Ursuline team get the opportunity. And, Mike, how big is this second half drive? Is Ursuline, they understand where they're at and how big this first drive of this second half is?
They absolutely do understand how big this drive is. You get up 3 scores on a team that doesn't pass, you put them in a very bad situation. I like the way the Irish came out of the locker room. They're focused. They're already down here talking about what they need to do on this drive to take care of business. And I think the other big thing is if you can make Massey pass, the Irish, if they can read it right, they always roll out to the same guy.
Yeah.
Those are going to be pickoffs.
Well, have a good second half call down there, partner. I think we'll go to a commercial here even before the kick. And then second half action, Irish Nation. Come on out, listen to the Irish. Hopefully bring a state championship home to Youngstown.
Let's go.
I've been around car
cars my entire life. I mean, I grew up in a body shop, DA'd my first Corvette when I was 7 years old. I genuinely want to help you. I genuinely want to hear what you have to say. I genuinely want to be there. I believe in taking care of people during the sale, through the sale, and after the sale. This is like my second home or my second family. Hi, I'm Sean Schweitzer. I've been at Greenwood Chevrolet for 7 years.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
And welcome back, everyone. Once again, the YSN Live. You know, Brian, the coach, Steve Leslie with you on the call, ready to bring you this second half action here, partner.
Yeah, this is it here. And first things off the bat, you've been a special team guy. You've coached it. You've played it. Keep your eye out for something here. We're going to get Massey's best shot here in the second half. This is a good football team that's going to make Ursuline earn a state championship, but have to be prepared for something tricky here to start this second half.
Yeah, we're going to have to see what kind of trickery that they do have right now. And remember, there's a few other games going on here in state afterwards. Chardon, of course. They're in the state championship again, and you also have St. Edwards against not our Springfield, but another really good talented Springfield team. So there's a lot of good games still happening that are going to be happening after this too.
Yeah, no doubt. State championship weekend. You know, we're proud to be a part of it at YSN, the facilities here in the press box. Can't thank Tim Stroud enough at OHSA for giving us the opportunity all season long to stream games and then be a part of the Irish run here in the state semi and then today in the state championship. You know, the OHSA takes a lot of heat, no question, but hats off to them for a quality weekend in a place that state championship football should be played.
So if you're just joining us right now, 21-7, the Ursuline Irish lead Clinton Massey here on YSN Live. You know, Brian, the coach Steve Leslie with you on the call. And with this being now, Ursuline deferred.
Yeah, we get the ball. Like Ackelson, I'd love to hear an Ian O'Brien house call on a kick six.
I would too, but I would be watching for a squib or an onside.
I'm with you.
I think, and you see where they are marked around the 20-yard line. They're going to expect something like that.
This is trouble if they get to some open space.
That's going to be a line drive right there. Let's be to Colin Irving. Going to take it to the left side, finds the hole, still on his feet, and then he's immediately going to be brought down by a swarm of Falcons that time off Clinton Massey.
Yeah, pretty good coverage right there by Clinton Massey. So now for the Irish, these continue to do what you do.
And first one coming on, that was actually Colin Trampler. We've called his name a bunch today.
Yep. Shout out to some of your crew I know listening back in Youngstown. We've been with you all season long.
A few of them are also here. A few of them back in Youngstown. Thank you guys for making the trip. Also, thank you for listening to us, too. It's really
no doubt everybody listens. We appreciate you. Get on that chat line and get this Irish team home with a championship.
Right now, you got trips to the left side here, bunched up to triangle. You got one to the right. One to the right looks to be Irving that time. And it's going to be handoff once again by Brady Shane right to DeMarcus McElroy up the middle for maybe a gain of about one, but that's about it.
All right, Mike Ackelson. So what I see, no adjustments, really 4 down linemen and 2 backers. A little bit of a run blitz, but again, if DeMarcus beats that first wave, it's a touchdown, brother.
Absolutely. He gets by that first wave. He's going to be able to do a lot of dancing and movement.
Gavin Avey was the one on the tackle right there. Trips his time, spread out to the right. He got one to the left. There goes McElroy back into the motion right by Brady on the left side. Going to be a handoff right to McElroy. He's going to go bounce out to the right and then go back up to the middle that time.
Pretty nice job there by the Massey defense to converge. 3rd and long here for the Irish in the first drive of the second half. This is the one you want to convert on if you're the Irish.
3rd down coming up over here. Carter Franklin's one on
and
the
reading the setup again, even how they're setting up. I really believe that Brady can get to the edge with a good fake to DeMarcus here for a first down.
3rd and 4 coming up. Just a little bit of half a yards right there. 2 receivers on each side. Shannon back to pass. Looks to throw. That's going to be fired. Caught. Turn upfield that time. It's going to be brought down. Did he get the first down marker?
Little hitch route to Will Burney. Nice job. Good throw by Brady. And Mike, that's the difference. When you can hit that against man-to-man coverage, I like our chances.
Oh, absolutely. And Burney went right past the first down marker on that pattern.
Little hitch route to the left side that time. Once again, it's going to be a handoff to Marcus McElroy. There's the hole open and got brought down around the 50-yard line.
That's a good tackle, Ian, right there.
I would say a touchdown
saving. Cody Zantine, the quarterback, has made a couple big plays on defense. But, Ian, I like 1st and 5. Now you're 2nd and 5. Irish doing a pretty good job. Clock running 10-20. And we're getting on near the 3rd quarter.
I think I'm going to take a little playbook out Clint Massey here and run with DeMarcus McElroy a little bit as he got trips to the left side. He got one to the right coming up. This time, Brady Shannon with the QB keeper. He's going to break out for tackle, break out another one, and then he's going to be immediately brought down by Santine that time.
Yeah, Santine's a good football player. Did a nice job off the edge on the fake. I thought that would be open. They played that one well, so 3rd and 5. And again, Ian, with the 5 wides, it's all one-on-one across the field. Brady's been able to find it. Now see if we could spread this defense out and hit DeMarcus on a little draw play.
They're going to see if they can spread it out. You got two receivers bunched up this time to the right. You got two receivers also bunched up this time to the left side. It's going to be a pitch out right to DeMarcus McElroy. He's going to go up to the left side, bounce out a little bit. He's going to get the first down and be out of bounds around the 40-yard line that time.
Speed kills, folks. DeMarcus just got to the edge there. Nice job. Good blocking, Mike. They brought Frasco, pulled him, and he led the way. DeMarcus with a big first down.
Absolutely. And think about it. That's the first time they've gone super wide with him, and he was able to turn on the jets.
I'm calling over the top, partner.
Over the top, you're calling. I might go a little bit on the trips. Let's see what happens here. Trips, right side, one left. Handoff once again to D-Mac. Mark McElroy, however, going to be brought down. I think the ball's loose. The ball is loose, and it's going to be Clint Massey ball.
Yeah, Clint Massey recovers the fumble. So D-Mac recovers.
Has recovered the football. They will take over. What a stop that time by Clint
Massey. Yeah, that's a big-time stop there. D-Mac put it on the ground, so big turnover for Massey.
A rare fumble that time by DeMarcus McElroy, and on the tackle that time, Gavin Afey. Also coming in, I think, on the tackle right there. Once again, Lane Bell. A lot of those guys coming in here.
Yeah, that was a big-time play for Massey. So, I don't know. I know we have the review. If it was close, they review it, but I don't see anything so far. So, looks like the play is going to stand. Irish going to have to play defense.
And I see it, and that's just really good tackling once again by Gavin Avey, 6'2", 220, the senior, and he's looking to come back in this game with his Clint.
Yeah, quick turnover. Irish just got to play defense.
Let's see what happens over here. Once again, three-back set in the backfield. Still on its feet.
Nothing doing there. Nice job by the Irish defense.
Tackle. Yep, Swarm Fires coming in on the tackle. Casey Lugers, Tyreek Dunlow, as they were immediately going to take down Van Hoos that time.
Yeah, just keep playing defense right now, Ian. A big turnover. Now you need the defense. They've stepped up in this playoff run. You need them to get a stop here for the Irish.
See what they do here. It's going to be second down, 7, a 3-yard pickup that time as it was up the middle. They're in the huddle. Is Clint Massey right now. Once again, wearing all
9:02 and running in here in the third quarter, 21-7 Irish.
I don't know if you want to be running for Clint Massey right now. You got to get to the end zone quick, as it's going to be a handoff.
Yeah, nothing doing there.
Time by Tambler.
They're just bottling it up. Nothing going on right now.
And Trambler that time, nothing going on the play. And Ursuline's pointing as if
Ursuline wants the football. They're not going to give it to him.
Yeah, I think Trambler was just down that time before the ball came
third and long now, so pretty good spot for the Irish defense.
Third and long out here, and we got some snow coming down.
Yeah, we got snow coming. State championship style chat box open. YSN, your home of the Irish all season long. Proud of it. Stand up and get a stop here and get the football back to your offense.
3rd and 6 coming up here for the Falcons. Once again, 3-back set, one receiver out to the left. Play action pass coming for Santini. Has to get rid of it. He's pressured on the play. 3 Irishmen come in on the tackle. That time led by both Casey
Lugers,
Edmonds coming in.
Dunlow, Edmonds, bring the house, and that's the pass game that struggles. And you talked about it, brought the pressure, couldn't protect up front. Huge stop by the Irish defense that you've called all year that has taken some heat. Step up big time here in the state championship.
Big time early on, they took a lot of pressure. It was so much pressure on them. And once again, I said it, a little broken record, but Ryan Kelly comes back into the picture.
That's a big thing, and that defensive staff has gotten better and better and get a big stop in the state championship.
Keenan Bauer once again going to be punting here. That's going to be a high punt this time.
Just field it.
They're going to field it. It's going to be Bernie with a fair catch around the 32-yard line, and this is where the Irish are going to be taking over.
Yeah, I think there's a timeout going down on the field, so we can head to a timeout ourselves. 7:38, Irish fans. Let's bring this baby home, 21-7 Irish.
As always, our full lineup of Mitsubishi models comes with a standard 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Boardman Mitsubishi, your hometown Mitsubishi dealer since 1999.
And welcome back, everyone, here live and live. Ian O'Brien and the coach, Steve Leslie, with you on the call. How about last night's game? Win Woodsby and Archbishop Hoban.
Good football team. Hoban, they're in it every year, win it every year. It's a young football team at Hoban. I know that, Ian, but, congrats to Winton Woods. They said it was a great crowd last night. I'm impressed by the crowd today here for a 10:30 game. 2 more games for football fans, if you want to come out and watch 2 good ones. There's a team called, I think they call them Chardonnay, and it's
this team that Ursuline played early on the season. Once again, another young team, by the way.
Sure. And talk about Ursuline's schedule, how it's prepared them. You've covered them all year. You look at their schedule.
Bishop Harley, first game of the season. I know you and DJ called that in a game-winning fashion by Tyreek Dunlow, 62-58. Let's talk about also the next game against Hickory. Go up to PA.
Chardon.
Scored Chardon.
Fitch.
They actually came back in that one against Chardon, down 33-0, losing 36-27.
Fitch Harding.
2 game-winning drives.
Here's what I want to ask you. St. V's made this football team grow up.
Oh, you can also argue, honestly. Phil Angelo did too.
Yes, back-to-back losses. St. V's 49-14. St. Joe's 46-28. And since then, the defense has risen, and we need to finish out this third quarter strong.
It risen against Youngstown East, risen against Cardinal Mooney and the Holy War. Then it risen the first playoff game to Canton South. And
how good were the playoff teams that you call? Canton South, Salem, Glenville, West Branch, and Port
all
Clinton.
had winning records. Glenville had 4 D1 starters on that team.
Great quarterbacks that you've called. So, Irish Nation, we got the football back with a 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah, Shannon's going to be this time out of the shotgun. You got 2 receivers bunched up to the left, 1 to the right. Coming up, there goes McElroy, bouncing out to the right side. He's going to bounce out. No one's going to catch him. Santini's going to try and catch him, and immediately going to be brought down. Santini ever with a big-time tackle that time.
Yeah, he fumbled the football again. Yeah, D-Mac got a hold on to the football, fumbled it again.
I think they're going to say it's Ursuline ball.
Yeah, it's going to be Ursuline ball. That's the only thing that can hurt you right now, Mike. Protect the football. That's back-to-back for D-Mac.
Yeah, absolutely. And both times they've just punched at the ball, but they were lucky on this one. They were able to fall back on it. But
is it the cold? It's gotten a little colder, the gloves and the snow. Is that playing effect a little bit?
I think it could be, but it's not snowing that hard. It's almost just like a real light snow, so it's not bad. But I think the big thing here is if you're the Irish, okay, you dodged the bullet. Now let's finish this drive.
Yeah, let's see what happens this time over here. Ackelson, you got 2 receivers spread out a little bit now. To the left side, 1 to the right. Shannon, play action pass. He's going to find a man. That's going to be Jaquan over. Just missed him that time to the middle side.
Had him on the crossing route wide open for the touchdown.
Off the
just underthrew it a little low on the throw. So I like the shot there, just underthrown. They brought a blitz. Had it picked up well.
Really good long snap. Really good time by the snapper. Hayden Dorian right to Brady Shannon. Off the play action for McElroy.
I like it.
Just a little too far that time for Jaquan.
Stretched his defense a little bit. 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
7 minutes coming up here in the third quarter. Once again, Shannon going out the shotgun. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Handoff right there to the D-Mac. McElroy's going to go up the middle and not going to go anywhere that time. They ended up tying the box right there for sure was Clinton Massey.
Yeah, that time they attacked the box, did a pretty nice job. Clinton Massey tightening up their defense. 42, Braden Rolfe, the linebacker senior, made a nice play. So 3rd and long. And where we're at here, if we can't get this first down, I think you punt and play field position.
I would say so too, but sometimes you look at those tricks with Mark Manning. We've seen that all season long, and that's on Clinton Massey. I know it's watched on film.
And looking at the sets here, Mike, you have Bernie and Manning in those crossing routes.
And you got trips this time to the left, 1 to the right coming up. Shannon all by himself in shotgun, empty backfield. Shannon back to pass. Good protection that time by the Ursuline line. Going upfield, it's going to be caught by Irving. Breaking a couple tackles, going to break another one. It's going to be out of bounds to the right side around the 27-yard line that time by Jaquan Irving. Off the pass that time by Brady Shannon.
Mike, that's a big-time throw to the boundary, to the sideline. He stuck it right in Irving's lap. First down, Irish.
Absolutely. Big-time throw. Good route because he just got what he needed, makes a nice spin move. You get the first down. Now you got something cooking.
Yeah, you have something cooking for sure.
New set of downs coming up here. This time you're going to have 2 receivers spread out left, 1 to the right, and in motion. There goes Bernie. Are they going to give it to him? Play action once again by Shannon. He's going to go up to the middle that time, and it's going to be just a little over.
Overthrew Christian. Lynch went with the little fake sweep route and went to the running back in the slot. Pretty good coverage by Massey. I like the opportunity. Ian stretching his defense a little bit, making him respect the pass.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. I think on the coverage right there for Clinton Massey looked to have been Brody Keller that time, who's into the game.
Yeah, Brady Shannon, 12 for 19 for 143 yards. McElroy, 22 carries for 148.
6:10 left to go in the third quarter. Just joined us on your play announcer Ian O'Brien alongside the coach Steve Leslie. 21-7. The Ursuline Irish lead. Clinton Massey. Shannon this time out in shotgun, has McElroy right to his left side with 2 receivers. McElroy going up the middle a little bit to the left that time. He's going to be brought down around the 26-yard line. Little pickup that time, just a little bit of gains and something you need sometimes.
Yeah, a little 3-yard gain. They're doing a better job with the men in the box, getting a little more penetration. Defensive line doing a better job. If the Irish trying to get that push, I like the ball in to the edge or to the perimeter.
Lane Bell came in on the tackle too on that left side, and he's been having himself a game on defense.
But I love Dean Boyd down here one-on-one. Split out far side of the field. Let him go to work.
See if they do that right to Dean Boyd one-on-one. He's on the left side. 2 receivers left with Bernie, 1 right. That's Irving. And Shannon going to be pressured, has to throw it away. That's going to be a complete. Now, is there going to be a receiver in the area? No flag that time. That's what they're going to say.
He was in the area there, so 4th down for the Irish and probably going to go for this one.
I would expect they are going to go for it. Yep, offense is going to be staying out here. Mark Mann's going to be coming out as a receiver.
5:29 left, and it's going to be 4th and 7 for the Irish.
And bring up a 4th and 7. He's Shannon going right to Frasco on the sideline. He's looking at the sideline.
Yeah, they got a little pressure last time, so the O-line needs to step up. I still think you go that 50-50 ball to Dean Boyd or Jackylan one-on-one.
One-on-one. We'll see what happens. You got two receivers both sides. You got McElroy right in the backfield. Play action. Going right to middle side that time. Touch!
There it is.
Wow, Dean Boyd
touchdown. How about that throw, Mike Ackelson?
That was a beautiful throw. He brought the defense in, and you get your wide receiver behind him. Absolute perfection. Just the way Dan Reardon drawed that up, right?
Yeah, that's a great pattern right there, and you called the play-by-play touchdown. Put it on a dime.
That's right, a 30-yard touchdown pass right there from Brady Shan right to Dean Boyd, and it looked to be a little over his head.
Yeah, he went up and got it. The receivers are talented. We talk about them all the time, and hits him for the 26-yard touchdown. That's a huge drive by the Ursuline Irish on a 4th down attempt.
And off the middle side, too. That's why they call Dean Boyd a Harvard commit.
Yeah, number one, be number one, like I said when I interviewed him, and the three-headed monster taking shape today.
Reagan Smith on for the point after. There is a flag, and that one actually had to hit one of the linemen in the back on the middle side. Might have hit Joe
How's
Carlini.
that feel when you get hit by a flag? That doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good. I remember
Wasn't there an NFL game somebody got hit like in the helmet or the face mask? Yeah, the Irish get the penalty, and I love this. Go for the deuce. Mike, go for the deuce when you got a chance, right?
Absolutely. You only got to get a yard, so you might as well drive it in there.
Mike, we talk about the three-headed monster, but their offense, there's like seven-headed monster. They're so talented on offense.
Here's the muddle huddle. You got to watch also for number 11, Dylan Starr. He's in the game too. Shannon going to keep it over here. There's going to be another flag. He's going to go inside for the 2-point conversion, but there is a flag.
I think there's an illegal motion on the Irish.
I think this is going to be coming back too. And he kind of put the moves right there on Santini and kind of shook him out of his shoes a little bit on the right side, but they are going to bring that back. And he's going to be coming back out. And coming into the game is going to be Gabe McDowell. He's going to be coming in now for the 2-point conversion. McDowell that time going to be replacing Avey.
I think you go for this again. I really do.
I'd say you go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the
got a 3-score lead.
2-point conversion. One time it worked. The other time
we're going to kick it.
Didn't work, but yeah, they are going to kick it, I guess. And it's going to be a little
longer. Where are we at here? E at the 7, so that'd be what, 14, 24?
It's going to be, I want to say maybe around a 24-20. It's going to be, it's around 23-yard field goal.
Okay.
And they are going to bring out, by looks of that, it looks to be
Reagan Smith
once again. Usually they use McClone for like the longer field goals.
The longer field goals are usually is. Reagan going to get a chance. And
Reagan does here.
Light up that chat box after the big touchdown pass to Dean Boyd from Brady Shannon.
Reagan Smith, number 25. Jack Erickson, the holder, is number 4. Clean hold, kick is up that time, and what a kick is that! Good by Reagan Smith. Wow.
The special teams have been fantastic. The pooch kick, Mike, you called it. The pooch kick for the onside kind of turned the tide of this football game.
And they will
absolutely. Swung everything in their momentum, and had a couple punts here, turnovers in the second half. Now all of a sudden the Irish tack on another one. You're Massey. You're in big trouble right now because you can't run the ball. Basically looking at 17 minutes left in your season.
Yeah, we're going to take a timeout.
Actually, we're actually going to keep it here.
We're going to keep it here. Here we go.
Okay, keep it here a little bit. So 28-7 at this point for Ursuline. And you just got to play defense.
How good was that throw?
That was a really good throw.
And you know what? The O-line is giving him time. I'm going to get you.
Really good throw by Shannon, but even a really
Brady Shannon, 13 for 21, 169 and 2 touchdowns. McElroy, 150 and 2 touchdowns. Dean Boyd, 71 and a touchdown, and Irving with 54 and a touchdown. Big boys shine in big games.
Hey, big-time players.
Big-time game.
Yep. We always say that. Of course, out of Santana Moss, that was one of the best quotes of all time coming out of the University of Miami. So James McClone's going to be on for the kickoff here. They're going to kick around the left hash. This one, let's see what they do here. And this one's going to be another little squib to about the right side of the 34-yard line. It's going to be a fair catch that time. That fair catch is going to be by Colby Trampler once again.
And you look at on the Massey side over here, you're kind of shocked a little bit. They're not used to being down this many points. They're used to having the football. You go back to the first quarter, the time of possession was a huge difference for them, and it's completely swung. We have more time of possession, 15:46.
And for Clem Massey, they're not used to losing. Their only loss was against Cincinnati Anderson in week 1. They lost that game 29-22. That was their only loss.
Yep.
Since then, they've been winning nonstop. They're not used to being down like this. It's going to be handoff to the middle side that time. There goes Trampler once again.
Yeah, that's
with
a big time.
breakout
First
speed.
time they've hit that one. CJ was able to trip him up. Now you got to keep playing defense, make them go to distance against you.
Colton Trampler, once again, number 34, their third back that they use a lot. Kind of the fullback, you'd like to say, on this team. Well, they're one of the really talented fullbacks. Look at all those talented run backs. Meanwhile, Colton Trampler, remember Carson Van Hoosen, Carter Frank.
Gone kind of to the wing back with the one back set.
Little wing back, one back send, one receiver out to the both sides. It's going to send a man in motion, and that it's going to be a pitch out actually right there. That's going to be right to
That's pretty
Van
good
Hoosen.
conversion by the Irish defense.
Really good conversion that time on the Irish defense. To Colin Irving a little bit coming in to tackle the last second, along with Tyreek Dunlow coming in too.
Yeah, you called Landon Charles a lot too. He's done a nice job coming up on the fill there, and pretty good play for the Irish.
And Charles also coming in on a little bit of that, as you said, Steve. 4:35 left to go in the third quarter. Time is ticking. Now it's going to go down the 4:30. One set backfield. There's the handoff.
They're
Nothing
just
going
stuffing that one.
immediately.
Casey Lugers and those guys in the middle have done a great
Lorenzo
job.
Rohrbaugh coming in
Xavier
too.
Dawn and Rohrbaugh have kind of taken over the middle of the football field, and that's been a big key against this offense. Plug the middle. Michael Branch with Lugers that time stuffing it.
Make it now bring up a 3rd and 5 coming up. 4:07 left to go here in the third
Yeah, this
quarter.
is probably, I would have to believe, 2-down territory, 4 minutes and the clock running.
I think you got to go to the air a little bit. I know you're not used to passing, but you got to go to the air a tiny bit. It's going to be another QB keeper that time by Santini. He's going to come up the middle. Now he's going to go to the right side. There's a big hole. He's gone to the 10, to the 5. Bears not going to catch him. That is going to be a big-time touchdown that time by
Yeah,
Cody
nice
Santini.
job by Massey on the touchdown. The quarterback, he's talented, Ian. You good call there. Very talented, was able to break free for the touchdown, so cuts it back to a 2-score game.
Yeah, it actually broke free from McElroy that time. McElroy could not catch him in time. Massey's the one, and Clint Massey now is going to be just down by, depending PAT, they'll only be down by 2 scores.
Yeah, that's a big-time conversion right there by them, a drive that they needed to have. Good cutback by the quarterback.
Keegan Lamb's going to be the one once again for the point after the holder is going to be Santine. Snap, good kick, and it's through the upright. So 3:48 left to go here in the third quarter. The Ursuline Irish lead 28-14. We'll be right back, everyone, here on YSN Live, the home of your Ursuline Irish.
Jimmy Sugman here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and 2 of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Planning a project around your home or rental property? Trust the electrical service to the local experts with 62 years of serving the Mahoning Valley. Joe D.
And welcome back, everyone, to YSN Live. You know, Brian and the coach, Steve Leslie, with you on the call. Nice run right there.
Yeah, that was a good time run. They average over 40 points a game, so.
A little squib muff that time by McElroy. He's going to take it off to the right side. Once again, breaking some tackles. Going all the way to the right side, close to the out of bounds line. Going to be right brought down around the 34-yard line.
Nice tackle there by the running back. Colton Trampler did a nice job to shut DeMarcus down from getting to the perimeter. So got to keep doing what you do. And I said it to start the quarter, 49-yard touchdown run by Zantine, 4 plays in, 65 yards, 135. It only took them. They can score fast. You got to keep playing football here. You're going to get their best shot, and the Irish got to keep moving the football.
So we've been calling Trampler's name a lot this morning/afternoon.
Yeah.
He's been having a really good game.
Been having a huge game, and chat box is open. Get the Irish moving here in the third quarter. Give DJ some news.
Let's see what they could give them moving over here. 2 receivers spread out. Now they're going to send a man in motion. That looks to be Bernie in motion. It is going to be a handoff right back to McElroy that time. He's going to be stuffed around the right side of the line.
Yeah, they've done a better job here, Ian, in this third quarter against the run of kind of tighten it up a little bit. Mike, what do you see in the defensively? Anything they're doing differently?
They're just kind of slanting a little more aggressively than what they did in the first half. And the other thing I'm looking at is it's okay if you're the Irish. Run the ball, run the clock out here.
Exactly what they're doing here, Ackelson. That was Trampler once again on the tackle. Same play. They're going to send Bernie in motion. Making trips to the right, one to the left. Shannon shotgun. That's going to be caught by
that's the
Chicano.
one
Irving
that
that
they hit you
time.
with.
Breaking tackles left and right. Still finally going to be brought down by
It's
Coach
so hard to
15.
defend when you're playing run so strong, and these wide receivers, Boyd and Irving and Manning and Bernie, they run such good routes. Great throw by Brady, big first down.
That one was right up the middle, too. Off of that pass from Brady Shannon right to Chicano Irving. Broke a couple tackles with a spin move. Once again, it's going to bring up a first down here. Two receivers both spread out, a little bit bunched up to the right side. Going to be handoff to Marcus McElroy up the middle, but nowhere to go that time.
That one again, number 54 again. They're getting penetration,
Yeah,
doing a good job of shedding
Charlie
blocks
Hale.
now. Irish offensive line got to tighten it up.
Just up the middle. Charlie Hale, though, with a nice stop that time. 2:30 left to go here in the third quarter. If you're just joining us,
Yeah,
O'Brien.
again, as I watched the replay, Ian, I'm reading that defensive end crash. Brady could fake that one and come out to the wide side of the field. I like that play for the Irish.
Same spot over here. Now they're going to send Mark Manning in motion, going right to the right side that time. It's going to be another handoff by McElroy,
there's
still
nothing doing
going, but they're clogging the hole, and they
Yeah,
found
they're
out
doing a
what they're
great
gonna do.
job. Right now, they're winning the line of scrimmage here early in this third quarter, so Irish defense has to make some adjustments.
Once again, Trampler on the stop there, and we've been calling it number 34.
Yeah, he's been all over the football field. Outstanding player. This is a huge third down play for the Irish.
No, a guy like him has a couple of offers coming his way for the collegiate level. Once again, going to go trips over here to the right side. One receiver.
Yeah, again, and you have Dean out here. Everybody else one-on-one over here against the smaller DB.
That's going to be against Ireland, too, as Dean's going up against number 11. And
The
pitch out, but there's
illegal
gonna be a
motion
flag.
on the Irish, so another penalty for Ursuline.
And we saw that happen twice in the first half, and that's going to happen a third time here with 1:39 left to go in the third quarter. And this is going to hurt their momentum a little bit.
Yeah, kind of slowed it down a little bit, so third and long now, and protective football, Ian's key for me. A punt does not hurt. Try to pin them deep.
So that's on one touchdown. Clint Massey really has not had much of an answer against the Ursuline defense, but they did find a little momentum, though. So if Ursuline does decide to punt, does Clint Massey possibly score again? We'll have to see about that. Trips this time. Going to be a little pass to Boyd. I think they want to try a little trick play right there. It did not
Yeah,
work.
we're going to
They
have
read
a
it.
block in the back on the Irish, so it's going to be another penalty against Ursuline.
And I think right there, Steve, you saw kind of a little pump that
Yep.
Dean Boyd tried. They were trying that, but they read it perfectly. Good read that time
Going
by
to
Clint
decline the
Massey.
penalty, so the Irish are going to have to punt.
Yeah, Swarm of Falcons came on the tackle. And it is going to be, it's being blocked in the back by the looks of it, isn't it?
Oh, they're going to take
Or
the penalty.
Take the
No,
penalty.
they're marking it off.
Declining it. Yeah,
They declined it.
yeah, it's going to be a decline penalty. And it's going to bring up should be a fourth down coming up.
Yeah, it's going to
actually.
be fourth down. They declined the penalty, so going to be fourth down.
Still says third down on the yard marker. They're trying to change it. Now here comes the punt team. Now it's going to be a fourth down.
Yep.
So first time that we're going to see the
Yeah,
Irish
getting
punt team today.
interesting here now. They get a chance to get it within a one-score game.
First time that we see the Irish punt team today. Mark Manning, remember, is the punter. Now the
Yep.
backup punter in case is CJ Frasco.
And kind of shut down in the running game here in the third quarter. Have done a good job to shut that down. You need a good punt.
You do need a good punt. And we'll see about Mark Manning.
Yeah,
He's a
minute
man-
left
he's a-
in the third quarter and the clock moving and nobody deep for Massey, which I'm surprised with.
Because I think they might know in case
Yeah,
it
Ursuline
could
has
be
to take
fake.
a
Yeah, they have
timeout.
to- And there's a flag that also comes down, but I think they called the timeout right before. Yes, they did. So they're going to call a time out on that one with 54 seconds left to go. If you're Ursuline in this case right now, Steve, you're really good when it comes to the fakes. Let's just talk
Yeah,
about
but
that.
I don't think this is a spot here. You want to take a gamble. You want to try to get this ball inside the 20-yard line if you can and make him go the whole field again. And Massey with a little momentum right now after a score and a stop. The Irish defense going to have to match it.
Yeah, Mark Manning really good when it comes to the punts. He's really good at a regular punt. He can also then fake you out a little bit there, and then he'll try and fake you out, and he'll pooch it right away. Really good at that rugby-style kick that Dan Reardon has incorporated here ever since his return to Ursuline 2019.
Yeah. And the Massey students and their side over here is kind of livened up after that drive and a stop now. So Irish going to have a big defensive stand.
You know, Clint Massey, they would love a nice little punt block here. We're going to have to see if they decide to put some pressure. I think, though, Clint Massey's usually a team that doesn't want to do pressure on the block. They like to put everyone back.
Yeah, I really, again, Ian, I'm shocked that they don't have somebody back. If Mark can get a nice bounce on this football and pin them deep, it would be a big play for Ursuline.
Yeah, I think they're just reading it possibly because in case of a fake, you do see two guys. That's
Yeah,
going to be Irving and Bernie
I
on the
get
right
that
side.
totally, but I love having somebody back to return it.
Also got Christian Lynch a little bit there too. And this is a Irving. This is going to be Manic fake.
Yeah,
What did I
like
say?
this.
It's going to be a fake.
I don't like
and it's
this.
going to be Tim. It's going to be caught though. It's going to be
Kyle
caught
Irving.
on the right side, the 29-yard line, off of the tip that time from Dean Boyd by the looks of it.
And eligible downfield. There's going to be a penalty on
Another
Ursuline.
flag on Ursuline because of that, and what could have been a first down off of a fourth down conversion is now going to be a 4th and a mile coming up here. And, you know, for a fact, they're probably going to punt this time around.
Yeah, I don't know who it was on, but another penalty by Ursuline, and that hurts.
That's going to hurt right there. Ackelson, what did you see down there?
It's just the play took so long to develop on that when the linemen start to creep downfield.
Yeah, again.
They weren't very far, but it's just.
I'm going to let this clock run, Mike, as long as I can to get to the fourth quarter. Again, totally shocked that they have nobody back.
Yeah, they have no one back in this one. I think Ursuline's going to be punting this one away. And it's going to be a rugby-style punt this time. And, yep, Manning is going to punt this one away. It's going to take a decent bounce. It's going to take a really good bounce now. Not only a decent bounce, a really great bounce. It's going to be down around the 10-yard line that time for the Irish.
Yeah.
That one is going to be Irving.
Yeah, Mike, that's no punt returning back. Get a 15-yard bounce now, make him play, go the whole distance. Big play, good punt by Manning.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to make them drive the field here. But the big thing for Ursuline, you need the defense to step up
Yeah,
here.
you need to make some adjustments.
You just played the field position game, and it could swing it back in your favor real quick.
Yeah,
if
you
get
have to
3
keep
and
your eye out. Ian, on the quarterback, he made a big play. He looks like the guy that's the home run hitter for them. You got to read your keys and play good team defense.
Cody Santine, remember, a senior quarterback. Not really known much for passing, but so good when it comes to the run. This one's going to be a big run by who? The Trampler. And he's tramping over everyone right now. There he goes. Still rolling over here. All the way down to about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, I got to play
Landon Charles
defense right now. They have all the momentum going.
I got Landon Charles that time on the tackle, and that's going to be a first down coming up. The clock's going to run once the chains are set. Is that Mike Allstott I see over there?
Yeah, that was a powerful run there. Again, the tackling not very good by the Irish, and advantage Massey. They're going to go to the fourth quarter.
And it's going to go to the fourth quarter, and we'll take a timeout with them as we begin the fourth quarter. This one's not over yet, folks. State Championship edition. Ursuline leads against Clay Massey 28-14 on YSN Live, the home of the Ursuline Irish.
Working with your family can be stressful at times, but because they're family, you know that you're going to get a loving, honest answer, even when things don't make sense, to any problem. Dealing with Medicare can be confusing and overwhelming. That's why here at Myers Family Insurance, we do our best to give you honest and caring answers to all of your questions. Family, like Medicare, isn't always perfect, but when you put others first, the results can be amazing.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
High-res Futurecast shows steady snow for the next few hours.
Still just downright cold.
It is bitter out there.
Several strong bands of lake effect snow.
Wind is kind of the big story today as well.
So if you need a more detailed winter forecast on WFMJ.com and the Storm Tracker 21 app.
And welcome back, everyone, here to YSN Live. Ian O'Brien and the coach, Steve Leslie, with you on the call. Getting ready for this fourth quarter action. 12 minutes are the Ursuline Irish away from winning their fifth state championship and Dan Reardon's fourth.
Yeah, time to step up and make some plays for the Irish and all the fans listening in the community. 12 minutes away, and Ian, they're up to 216 yards rushing, so they definitely won the third quarter, get a stop, and now have the football here to try to get this to a one-score football game.
It's been led by, once again, number 34, Colton Trampler.
Yeah,
we talked about all the whole rushing right now. They've been giving him most of the balls instead of Van Hoos, it seems.
He just ran for 31 yards there. Now he has 14 carries for 84 yards, and Zantine only 3 carries, but 69 in that long touchdown run. So, again, it's reading your keys and getting where you need to be as a defense here to win a state championship.
Yeah, that was around a 50-yard touchdown run that Zantine had back in the third quarter, where he went up to the right side, getting the touchdown. McElroy just couldn't catch him in time there. So now in this case, if you're Ursuline, is it time to stack the box a little bit?
I don't know if you stack the box. I kind of like the way they've been playing, just a few missed tackles and their offensive line of Massey doing a better job. Mike, what are you seeing down there?
I think the big thing for Ursuline coming down to this final quarter, just play your assignments. Stay in the lane that you need to be, and don't crash as hard as they've been, although it's made it successful for them. That's where the disaster struck on the long touchdown run and the long run at the end of the third.
Everyone in the box. Fan who's in motion. There's a pitch out right to him to the right side. He's going to go up to the middle now. Going to get a few more shoots on his feet. Still on his feet. Still breaking the tackle. 4 missed tackles on the play to the left side is Van Hoos. He has one man to be in McRoy. He's going to be McRoy, but then he's going to be brought down by big.
Yeah, missed tackling right now, and they're doing a good job of finding the seams. Now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal. One of the way to start off the 4th quarter for Clint Massey. Down 28-14 here. Go up to the left side right there by Van Hoos, and they have a 1st down and goal.
Okay, you give up a big play. Now you just got to play defense here. Wishbone looking in.
Wishbone look again. 3 running backs all in the backfield. A little triangular formation off that wishbone. Santine under center. There's the handoff once again to Van Hoos. This time going up the middle. Tyreek Dunlow going to get on to tackle as well as, by looks of it, that looks to be Mike Branch. Mike Branch coming on tackle too.
Yeah, that time a little better penetration by the Irish. And last time they got it down here, they had the little toss sweep into the opposite side. The wide side of the field would be to the right. So be prepared, Irish defense. They hit the big one on that play. I think this is a toss sweep to the Ursuline sideline and see if we can get some folks out there.
Keegan Lamb was the one who comes in now to the game, and that was actually Isaac Lucas, number 56 on the tackle that time. Man in motion coming up. That man in motion is going to be Tambler. It's going to be a handoff coming up to the left side once again. They're trying to push their way in the end zone. Not going to happen that time.
Yeah, getting a pretty good push there. Massey right now winning the line of scrimmage. That's the biggest difference of this second half.
Massey is winning the line of scrimmage that time. Carter Frank, who we haven't called his name since the 1st quarter, really. He got the ball there.
Yeah, he got the ball that time. And if you're the Irish defense, you need to attack a gap and try to make a play in the backfield.
Let's see what happens this time. 10:30 left to go here in the game. 28-14. Clint Massey looking to try and cut the lead down to 7. That time
nothing doing. It's going to be 4th down. He fumbled.
Ball is loose. I think they're going to say, though, and they're arguing that Clint Madison is saying it's a touchdown. They're going to call it a touchdown.
It's going back.
They probably weren't going to call it.
It's going back. There's a penalty.
Nope, that's not a penalty flag. That is actually the yard marker because of a fumble right there, Steve, and they're going to count that one as set.
I thought there's a penalty on the far side. They fumble it in the end zone and recover it. Unfortunate break.
Was recovered that time. Might have been Lex Russell, I think, the senior who recovered that, the tight end and defensive lineman.
Yeah, that was a tough break for the Irish defense.
So that's going to make it now 28-20 here. The lead has been cut to 8. Pending the PAT is going to be cut to 7. The kicker for them is going to be Ian McGinnis. Snap good, kick really high. That is up, and that is through the uprights. 10-17 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Ursuline still up by 7, but Clint Massey get a little breathing room now. What's going to happen? Could the Ursuline Irish score? We'll find out after this break on YSN Live, the home of the Ursuline Irish.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem.
And welcome back, everyone, to YSN Live. Ian O'Brien along with the coach, Steve Leslie here. A nice touchdown run that time.
Yeah, nice drive.
Fumble, I should say, in the
they convert, fumble in the end zone, and recover a big play. So the Irish going to get a chance to return this one.
Yeah, they're going to return this one to Colin Irvin, going this time to the left side, up to around 23, and immediately brought down. Nowhere to go by him on the left side right there. Onto the tackle that time was number 84, Dawson Condon.
Yeah, just do what you do right now if you're Ursuline. You have a touchdown lead, Mike. You need to lean on this offensive line. You need to drive here in this 4th quarter.
Absolutely. You got to get back to playing Ursuline football right now. I don't want to say they actually got away from it, but Massey's got all the momentum, and Ursuline just
get
a few first downs and get everything clicking again.
Yeah, tons of momentum. Still 6 in the box. Should be able to run against this front.
6 in the box, 2 receivers out on each side. Shannon with the QB keeper that time off the QB option. Going to be immediately tackled right up the field by Lane Bell.
Yeah, I like that. Pretty good play on first down. So going to try to go fast and wear on a smaller offensive front. It's first downs right now and try to get the first downs and do some types of things.
2nd down and 3 after that 7-yard pick.
Not necessarily having to be fast. The 9:48 and the clock moving.
Going to take her time a little bit. Bury this time. We're going to go to
and we moved again. Just can't have those. Just can't. I mean, those are drive cripplers right now against the team that
That's
It just can't happen.
That's the fourth time that Ursuline's moved in this game, too, when it's been a legal motion. I think is it going to be on Isaac
Yeah,
Lucas?
I think it was on Lucas on the right tackle spot. So now 2nd and long, and kind of changes your play calling here. And those have been the drive stoppers, these 5-yard penalties that have hurt.
It has hurt Ursuline a lot in this game. For what he said, they were close to getting the first down, so now backed up a lot. Shan once again in shotgun with 2 receivers on each end. Shan with the QB keeper. Once again, going to be tackled by the other quarterback that time, and Santini, who's also the defensive back on the left side that time.
Yeah,
and are they
nice
gonna give
first
him,
down
yep,
there.
Going to give him the first down. They are pointing right to the first down marker.
Nice first down there. Pretty good read by Brady, and they're bringing a lot of run blitzes in. If they could hit that first one and escape it, could be open sales for number 6. But right now, Massey winning the offensive line of scrimmage.
They are winning the offensive line of scrimmage right now, getting a lot of pressure on them. You got this time Manning and Boyd to the left. This time on the right side, you got Irving and Bernie.
Yeah, I don't know if you pass the football now. You want to play a 9-minute offense and see if you can keep the ball away.
Well, I'll play a little keep away here is what do you want to do, and it's going to be up with Shan. No play action pass this time. Has to throw it. He's getting sacked to the back.
I don't know. Stick to what we've been doing, and right now the advantage is all Massey. Bringing some run blitzes and not able to pick it up.
Tyler Tolson, by looks of it, was the one who just came into the game, number 57 on that tackle. Tolson, 6 foot 230, and is a
just
junior.
beating us on the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long.
2nd and 14 coming up on that one. And I agree, you'd have to run that ball.
Yeah, I right now I was a little surprised we went play action against a rushing defense, and they were able to get to Brady and get him for a sack.
Trips this time to the right, one receiver to the left. That one receiver, one-on-one with Dean Boyd that time against Carter. That's who they're going up against. He's going to go right to Boyd against Carter. And
got to be interference there. He held him.
No flag on the play. They're going to say the ball was still catchable in the scenery, and because of that, now it's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I'm shocked by this, that we're not running the football and the clock stops, so 3rd and long.
Well, some questionable play calling that we've seen today. Not running the football, the field goal earlier.
You can't tackle a guy in one-on-one coverage.
It's been really kind of a mishap for the Irish. A little bit of that missed field goal early on, which was about a 27-yard field goal for McGlone. That was no good, and now a little bit passing the ball here. This time, though, you do have 2 receivers on each side still. Mackel is going to be on the right side of Brady Shannon. Play action pass. Downfield. He's looking for Dean Boyd. Boyd caught him. That is a catch. They're saying dropped it at the last second. They're saying Dean Boyd dropped it just at the last second that time. And all the coverage that time for Clint Massey, by looks of it, was, in fact, once again.
Yeah, didn't run a lot of time off the clock, so now they're going to get it back with 8 minutes. We didn't run a whole lot of time off the clock.
Do you review that call? I think that's tough to say right there if he lost possession of it just at the last second.
That's a catch.
Mike Ackelson, what do you think?
I think that's a catch.
I think it's a catch, but because it comes loose as he hits the ground, that's why they're going to roll it incomplete.
Yeah, but Mike, I thought he was on the ground an awful long time.
I think they're going to go to it. Reardon he's talking to the official about that. Are they going to review this? Reardon thinks they should. I think Ryan Kelly's coming out a little bit too to argue his case. We're going to have to. The refs are going to huddle now and talk about it. I think they're going to review this.
Yeah, here it is. And I just think he has it and goes to the ground, and it gets wrestled away. It should end right there, and he still has the football.
Yeah, and the football does
not get ripped out to right there. He's been down for a second and a half. That's a catch.
Yeah,
in my opinion. It's a definite catch, and he has the football.
He was going up
right down.
Yeah.
Down, still has the football, It's
not loose until
and now it's loose. That's a catch.
They're still going to review it.
If you're going to do reviews, Mike, this is one that they better be thorough with, because right now he's down and contacted and rolls over and has caught the football, still has the football.
Yeah, but I don't even think they're reviewing it.
I don't think they're reviewing it either, which, again, I'm not quite sure why we have reviews.
Reardon was not a fan. He went immediately right to the ref and showed his displeasure on that one with 8:03 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
And you hear the boos coming from the Ursuline section all the way across from here.
That's a shame. That's a catch.
So Mark Mann's going to be back to punt once again. Look out for the fake this time. I think this.
Yeah, that was a tough one there, and you got to play through it.
Got to play through
again.
it.
Nobody back, Mike. It's shocking.
That was a high, long snap that time, too. It's going to be
rolling.
Regular punt that time. It's going to roll to about the 30, go a little bit forward to about the 25. Going to be brought down.
I'm not quite understanding their theory there with giving us 15 extra yards, but you got to play defense, Mike. Haven't been able to stop them here in the second half.
Absolutely. You better bring your best series right now to the plate because Massey's got all the momentum, and the last thing you want them to do is take 7:49 off this clock, tie the game, or potentially win it with a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, no doubt. If they get down there, that's a possibility to go for the win right out of the gate. And, again, that's a tough call. I thought Dean Boyd went up and made a great catch. And, Mike, I just say to you, if you're going to have review, then it should be for plays like that in a state championship football game that we didn't even look, not on a pitch for a fumble.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. If you're going to have it for one thing, you got to have it for all plays, especially in the magnitude of this game and what a difference of field position it is now.
Yeah, I really have to agree with Mike Ackelson there. The field position has changed. The momentum has changed. Van Hoos is going to
he's just running free right now.
Time, even more running room going on.
They can't stop him right now. Another first down run, and Massey's totally winning the line of scrimmage.
Even more running room going from Colton Trampler, who's had himself a morning, would you say, afternoon?
Yeah, he's having himself a day. He's won the rushing battle in the second half. DeMarcus is at 26 for 157 and hasn't carried the football that much in the second half.
And they haven't been mostly focused on the passing game. Brady Shan using his feet for the Irish. So the last two plays was 9 plays, 155 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Clint Massey, and that's in their favor right now, the momentum. Once again,
that's a little better that time.
A little bit better.
Dunlow with a good play there to slow him down. You got to chop him, big fella at his feet. So 7-12 and running. Irish Nation, you're 7 minutes away from a state championship. You need to stop.
Xavier Don coming in on the tackle right up against Colton Trampler that time. 2 guys come in now from the sideline. That's going to be Santine. He's going to be coming in along with Mormon.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Ian. They've been able to hit us on the perimeter after they've softened up the middle, so keep your eye out on something to the edge with the QB.
Might be a pitch out here. As I said, Mormon right to the left side. Man in motion. No, it's going to be the same handoff, and no option actually going up to the right side.
I thought that time if he pitches it, I think they would have been able to get to the quarter. So Irish Nation, 6:35 clock running. It's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 coming up. Santine just slipped on that one.
Yeah, he went down on the cutback. I think he had some room. And Jackylan kind of overran it. So 3rd and long. The Irish crowd hasn't had much to cheer about. Now they're up on their feet.
Up on their feet. 6:20 left to go. Let's see what happens. Man goes in motion. I should say a little bit. That's Keegan Lamb, actually. Number 15 is going to be the receiving guy. And it's going to be a handoff going up
there. Right up the middle.
Once again, the Colton Trampler. He's going to get the first down.
Yeah, just untouched into the back end of the Irish defense. So right now, wear and tear, ground and pound. This is kind of how they started the football game. They're at midfield.
Carter Ewan's going to be coming into the game. He's going to be coming on the left side here. By looks like he's going to be right against Will Burney, 1 against 2. They're going to be on the left side.
Yeah, this ball's going to 34, the quarterback, Ian, the rest of the way.
And Santine that time
going to keep Santine on the keeper that time. Kind of lost his feet again, and Edmonds and Frasco were there to slow him up. So they're at the spot of the game inside the 50 in 4-down territory.
Yeah, Steve Santine went to the left side. That time it was immediately brought down by both Edmonds and Tyreek Dunlow on the case. Coming into the game once again, it's going to be Graham Moorman. He's going to be coming in this time in this play.
Yeah, and keep your eye. They score. They may go for 2 and go for the state championship. So big series here for the Irish. Here's the wishbone that they've hurt us with.
5:20 left to go. The wishbone
we jump off sides.
And are they going
undisciplined?
Yep.
You have to be honest with what you see. That's going to be a free 5, and penalties for the Irish have been huge.
That was both, I think, Lorenzo Warbaugh and Mike Branch that time. So it's going to be 5 yards immediately after that. Going to bring up a 2nd and 2 coming up. So 2nd and 2 coming up here, Steve.
Yeah, this is now you really made it easier for them on offense.
2nd and 2 coming up. 5:10 left to go in the game. Wishbone backfield. The handoff that time. There goes Van Hoos. He's going to break free. He's going to get to the first down. Irving trying to bring him down the end. Going to have a little bit of help by both Burney and Dunlow.
Yeah, 4:59, and the clock will be moving after another first down. So, like I said, they're in 4-down territory here with 4 minutes to go.
4-down territory. It's going to be another first down going up to the right side that time. Was, in fact, Van Hoos.
Yeah, and you need somebody from the Irish. They've been able to make those big plays on defense. Need somebody in a white jersey to make a big play. This set here, Ian's just a fullback dive. this is what they've been getting us with.
And it looks like, it's going to be two guys bunched up.
There he is.
Dive. There it is. Dunlow tried to make the tackle.
Yep.
He still got some yardage after that.
Yeah, 4 yards again. And
Trampler.
I can't say enough about their offensive line, how they've controlled the second half, and the time of possession of this half has been huge.
Yeah, look at that number 74 real quick. Guy who been leading, that was Garrett Fance. He's a 6'3", 230-pound senior.
Yeah, 420 and running. Got to get some more guys. The linebackers, Mike, look a little deep again, similar to the first drive.
Coach
They
Victoria,
are a little deep again, but they're trying to get in there to read what they're going to do because of the option.
and there's going right up the middle
another
that
first
time.
down and just missed tackling. And our defense looks a little gassed right now as I watch them missing some tackles and getting another first down, under 4 to go. They're 25 yards away from making a decision. Do they go to win it or do they go to play for the tie?
It's going to be interesting to see what happens right there. Ackelson, what do you think about that?
They got all the momentum.
I think you go for the deuce if you get it. And
yeah, you're going for 2.
And that's going to be the answer. We'll see if they go for 2 if they do get this touchdown. I know.
They're bleeding the clock, and that tells me that they're going for 2 the way they're running the clock down.
3:30 left to go. They just got to hang on.
There's
to
a
the
run
ball.
blitz.
There's going to be a big-time run blitz. Does not work that time for the Irish. It's going to be a first and goal going up to the left side around the 8-yard line.
Down to the
that
8,
time,
so 320.
by Carter Frank.
Yeah, 320 and running. This is just a change of halves here.
Big-time adjustments were made at halftime. You know, Coach McSorley told his team, hey, let's just continue what we've been doing all year long. Pound the football.
They've been pounding it.
Don't focus on anything else. Let's use the fullback a little more. And
340 yards on the ground, so they do what they do. And they're bleeding this down. Just tells me that they're going to go for 2 or try to, take an extra point and not leave Ursuline much time left.
Yeah, but if they do score and go for 2 and miss it, the onside kick's going to be coming in the factor too. So they got to think about that, I think, as well. Van Hoos with the ball that time, and he's going nowhere. Swarm of Irishmen coming on the tackle on the right side.
That's a big stop there on first down. So 2:45 and the clock moving, and Massey is totally okay with the clock winding down. They have all 3 timeouts, Ian, so good shape for them. If you're the Irish defense, you need to stop. And for me, it's Zantine on the keeper that I think they're trying to set up, trying to pound the middle of the Irish defense.
Little quarterback option right there with Santine. Maybe go right around the left side. That's what I think they want to do. Meanwhile, that tackle was both Isaac Lucas on the left side.
2:20, and this clock is flying.
It's flying. 2:17 now left to go. And it's going to be another run this time by the big man himself.
Down to the 1, and that's just getting that forward lean. They're just wearing on the Irish defenders. And
Colton Trampler all the
I'm not so sure if you're Coach Reardon if you don't take a timeout to try to stop this clock.
You got to either take a timeout or you got to stack everyone in.
Yeah, because they're going to go for 2. I firmly believe they're going to go for 2. Ursuline with only 1 timeout left, but still at some point you have to stop this clock.
1:50 left to go, and they are not going to use that.
Yeah, they're bleeding this all the way down. The clock's at 15, and they're in no hurry.
They are in no hurry. 1:42 remaining here in the game. Can the Irish make a goal line stand? 3rd and goal to go on the 1. Going to hand off to Van Hoos. They got him.
See, I'm taking a timeout here from Coach Reardon.
Van Hoos could get nowhere on the right side. He was immediately stopped by a lot of Irishmen. Casey Luger's coming in on the tackle that time. That was one of those Irishmen that came in on the tackle. Another one of those guys coming on the tackle at the time was Lorenzo Uhorba.
Yeah, the Irish fan's going to get up. I would have taken a timeout to give myself a minute, Ian, to see what I have to do on offense, because the thing is, if they score here and get to 2, you've let them run off 40 seconds, which could be huge in this football game.
We've seen Ursuline, remember, down before against Glenville, make that big-time 70-yard pass, which saved their season. Ryan Shannon went out to the right side. And
they're going to run it all the way down. I'm kind of surprised.
They are going to run it all the way down. 49 seconds left to go here in the game. There's going to be the timeout.
Yeah, so we could have had a timeout at like 1:15 with some time left. Now it's going to be a 4th and 1, and they have they're going to have 2 timeouts left. So it's a big play here, and I don't know, Mike. What do you think? If you score here the way this football game has been, and you can get it to overtime, the way you're running the football, I think it's advantage Matthew.
I don't blame them if they kick it and it ties the game, but I also don't blame them if they go for 2.
Yeah, they're in a pretty good spot right now.
They could do anything on both these sides.
They're going to dictate the tempo, and I think Dan Reardon was trying to keep that 1 timeout just in case they do go for 2 and get it.
Right.
The biggest question here, can we could say Ursuline. Can they make a Notre Dame type of 2012 stop against Sam?
Again, I got to believe it's fullback. I do. I'm surprised they didn't give it to him on third down. We've had no answer for him in the second half. He's been able to get what he wants. 48 seconds, Irish Nation, fourth down.
Fourth down, both sides. The Irish side's packed.
Yep.
They're getting up on their feet. So is Clinton Massey's side. Both of them are getting up on their
And we
feet.
need Branch to get some penetration. Lugers and Branch.
Tyreek Dunlop
And
doing it on the right
Tyreek,
side.
you need to crash an edge and go for it all.
If I'm a Reservoir, you also got to watch out for the left side, though.
It's going to 34. You can put your money on this one.
Everyone's stacked on Ursuline's side, trying to get no gaps. Wishbone in the backfield. You got 3 running backs.
No, he's going to bootleg it.
He's in.
Yep.
Touchdown.
It's a great play call.
Santine. How about that? They thought with the ball that time was up the middle by Carter and said Santine takes
They're gonna go
it
for
to
two.
the right side. And because that now it's 28-27, as you said, Steve, time to go for 2.
Yeah, by looking at him, he's going to go for the 2 here, and that's where I go back to that timeout. Could have been huge. They're going to take another timeout and discuss it. I just think I just think you need to play for overtime if I'm them the way they're running the football. I do.
How about knowing a 26-year head coach and Dan McTurley? I think
They're going for it. Their kids want to go for it. He's already.
I think he's going to say, hey, you know what? We have a chance to win.
Yeah,
I have confidence in
you do
guys.
it right
We're
now.
gonna
Your
go for
kicker's
it.
awesome, but he's challenged his offensive line to get 3 yards, and that goes back to some of the penalties we had on 2-point conversions and those types of things. Now you're in a chance to lose a football game because you have 1 timeout and 45 seconds left.
And the running game has just been unstoppable in the second half for Clinton Massey.
Yeah,
That was a great
no
ball fake.
option. They are absolutely going for 2. The kicker begged over there, and the coach walked him back and said, "Get back."
Yeah.
Go win it right now.
They're going to go win it. Here's my thought on this, Mike. The way they could try to get us to jump off sides for a half the distance and then go for it is an option.
Yeah, but you got to give the quarterback credit on that.
Yeah, I'm really surprised with this. I am the way they're running the football that you put the state championship to 1 game, but he's a great coach and he's putting all the chips in 1 play.
Yep. So here we go. Ursuline State title on the line, trying to get their 5th and Reardon's 4th. It's on the line by 1 play here. 45 seconds left to go. 28-27, the Irish lead against Clinton Massey. Wishbone offense. Pitch out that time. They have to get to the edge. Come on. That's Van Hoos is going to go to the end zone. And the Falcons have taken the lead by 1 with 47 seconds to go. Van Hoos went to the right side that time for the score.
Yeah, that time they outnumbered us to the edge and got it in there, and just goes back to that timeout play. We let 40 seconds come off without a timeout to make them make a decision. And now you only have 45 seconds left instead of 120, and that's a big difference.
It is a big difference. So we're going to take a quick commercial break over here with 45 seconds left to go. We'll be right back. 29-28. Glenn Massey has had the lead now.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. Young Bucks keep persevering and proud.
And welcome back, everyone, to YSN Live. Ian O'Brien and the coach, Steve Leslie, with you. And a 2-point conversion off of a 1-yard little option keeper right there.
They put it in the offensive hands, and they ran 2 great plays on the quarterback boot for the touchdown. And then that got us on the top sweep. We were playing the fullback dive. So now you need a good return.
29-28 now. There's the squib kick up the middle to about the 22-yard line. Irving's going to take it up the middle to the 30, get a little cutback going, and it's going to be still on his feet. Trying to barrel roll a little bit in that pile. Going to be brought down around the 39-yard line that time. 36 seconds left to go, and now it's crunch time. And we've seen Ursuline make crunch time all year long.
Yeah, but now it's a time situation. Only 36 seconds left. Would have loved to seen it at about a minute, but no can do. So the Irish offense has to go to work here fast, and probably 3 or 4 plays is about it.
So if you're just new with the Ursuline Irish, if you look at their season, they had some good last-second wins. Warren Harding, the kick return by Chicago Irvin.
Right.
The Chicago Irvin block against Austintown.
They outscored here in the third quarter.
And then how about Glenville?
Yeah.
The last-second touchdown
25
to Chicago Irving.
22-7 here in the second half, so you need a play.
Let's see what happens this time. It's all trips to the left side. Noah and 1 to the right. That's Irving. Shannon back to pass. Has to go with it. Here comes the pressure. Has to go. He's going to immediately go out of bounds around the 40-yard line that time, pushing Shannon out of bounds right there. is Braden Wolf.
Yeah, they're playing deep coverage now, not letting anything behind them, and that's where it's going to be tougher. Mike, again, I like the crossing routes in front of the safeties and try to get to the sidelines.
Oh, absolutely. I would use the crossing routes. I would get the receivers just outside the sidelines. Still got one timeout, though.
Yep, hurry up offense coming. The fans are cheering on both sides. Trips to the left, one to the right. Shan looks a throw right, and that was caught by Boyd.
Took his eyes off of that one, yeah. So now we're down to 24.
Boyd felt a little bit of pressure right there from Connor Yoon, who was covering him. 1 against 1 that time on the left side.
Yeah, right now Brady 15 for 25. So we've thrown the ball 25 times here, and right now you need a completion.
And it's going to go back to the question, if Ursuline doesn't win this game, why didn't you hand the ball off to D-Mac? It's going to be that question in the beginning of the fourth. Let's see if they can get something over here. 2 receivers spread out to the left. 2 receivers tight bunch to the right. Shannon back. The pocket really good that time. He's got a man, and it's almost picked.
Yeah, Mark Manning was wide open and dropped it. So back-to-back drops by the Irish. 4th down, they ran a little wheel route. He was open.
Well, that ball was
defender just glanced in front and was able to get away from it.
But that defender got a hand on it.
Carter,
that was a good play.
Ackelson.
Now you got to get to the sticks and get a first down, or this ball game's over.
Yep. It's a 4th down. We've seen Ursula make so many 4th down conversions before, but this is their last chance here. Crowd's going crazy on both sides. 4th and 8 coming up. 18 seconds left to go. Floyd Massey looking for their 3rd state title in their 4th appearance.
Yeah, here comes the blitz.
Back to pass goes Shannon. There he goes. Has to get rid of it. Is he going to find a man? And he's going to be brought down, sacked, and that's going to be the
first down. Yeah,
that's
got to run for the first down and get the sticks. And
Lane Bell was the one on the pressure that time. Pat McCarthy a little slow to get up. And Ursuline is going to come up a point
short, and just a second half that you kind of lost grips of what we were trying to do here, and unfortunately going to be a state championship loss.
They were up. Ursuline was up by 1 point, 28-7. And the 4th quarter was just, well, the second half, I should say.
Yeah, they're going to take a knee here, and the Irish have 1 timeout left.
Yeah,
but that's going to come to no avail.
That's going to be it right there. Clint Massey, they're going to win their 3rd state title back-to-back in 2012, 2013.
You have to tip your cap because they came to play in the second half and do what they do best, ran the football.
Takes a knee, and the Clint Massey Falcons are your 2021 OSHA state champions in Division 4. And Ursuline will be getting the runner-ups in this one over here in the Irish. Let's walk off the field. A major disappointment, and it's a shame, too, in their final game. And some of the seniors like McElroy and Shannon.
Yeah, that was a tough loss, a tough way to go out, and the momentum just kind of swung. A couple calls, and, again, penalties were crucial in this football game. They had some big ones and kind of went to the pass game and weren't able to hit a lot of completions late and didn't run a lot of time off the clock, and Clinton Massey wins the state championship.
See, all of them going to be high-fiving right there around the 50-yard line, and they're all going to get a little recognition, too, for being state runner-ups and state champions. First time being between these 2 teams here in the 2000s era. What a game that we saw.
Yeah, that was a big-time game there, Ian. And you look at Trampler, 117 yards, Van Hoos, 102 yards, and Zantine, 85. So those 3 run for 300 yards, and that's the way they play football. I thought when we had a 2-touchdown lead, we can do some things, and we're not able to run the football in the second half, and unfortunately weren't able to pull out the win.
Yeah, they used that fake with the 2-point conversion, actually, or it's the touchdown, I should say, with Carter Frank, where they thought it was a fullback dive, but it was immediately then a QB keeper right to the right side for the end zone by Santine, which basically after that, then the 2-point conversion by Van Hoos put the game in favor of Clinton Massey, and they get the victory here and are your 3-time OSHA state champions.
Yeah, they win the state championship, and a lot of disappointment on the Irish, and they had a fantastic football season, but unfortunately it comes to an end, 1 game closer than they wanted it to be. But again, I have to tip my cap. This is a football team that was smaller and kind of won the line of scrimmage in the second half and kind of dictated the tempo of the second half of this football game.
And it really did, and that's just what happens when you work hard, but when you're both these programs, and one person has to come up top, one person won't come up top, and for the Irish, they were just so close yet again, but Ream's bringing all the kids right there around the 20-yard line. He's going to talk to them.
Yeah, he's going to talk to them, and he does a great job of, there's only one team that can win it all in the end, and unfortunately, just a lot of things go wrong for the Irish the end of the game.
And you had to miss some missed opportunities, too. The missed field goal earlier, that cost a couple points there.
DeMarcus is at 26 carries for 157 yards and average 6 yards a carry.
Barely got the ball
did
at
not
all.
touch it a whole lot in the second half, and when he did, they did a good job against them and tried to open it up in the pass game. I thought when we hit Dean, we kind of retook control with a 2-touchdown lead, but there was no doubt what they were trying to do was score and go for 2, and Coach makes a big gamble and it pays off.
Yeah, Coach Dan McSorley makes a big gamble. That's why you're a 26-year experienced head coach like he is around the same program.
Yeah, that's a gutsy call when you're in a state championship, and I would believe if talking to him, he probably left it up to his kids, and they thought they controlled the line of scrimmage and a great play call to get to the perimeter again.
And Clint Massey's going to be holding up the state trophy here really soon, and want to give a congrats to them, by the way. I mean, really good season by them, 14-1 where they'll finish off. They've really had, again, one cancellation game, but besides that first week 1 loss, they found out what was about to happen in this game. They knew how talented Ursuline was, how tough they were, and played down to the wire. They said, hey, we're down 28-7. We're not giving up. We're coming back.
Yeah, there's a couple things for me. And, again, if you're going to have replay system in high school football, it should not just be for fumbles. That
one
play to Dean, I think, is a huge play that never got looked at. So on my end of it, if you're having reviews, that play should have at least been looked at. I thought he held it long enough for a catch, but unfortunately, no review, and the Irish lose the state championship.
Yeah, they do lose the state championship. They'll be state runner-ups here. But you got to give them progress, though. I mean, when did we think, hey, this Ursuline team's going to make it back to
No
state?
doubt.
Yeah.
They went through a good region, but this is a group that I'm sure this is not a satisfying moment for any of them. It was a game that, they kind of got down 7-0 and took over and just couldn't make a play to turn the tide back to the Irish one more time. And a couple close plays there on that last drive, a tip ball, and unfortunately Brady had nowhere to go the last play of the game.
Yeah, nowhere to go. The pressure was just too much for Brady Shannon there. And I want to say right now for the Ursuline Irish, they're not going away by any means. Next year, it's going to be another year, and don't be surprised if they come back here with a little chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, I think it'll give them momentum, but the chips were all placed on this. They had a goal, they had a dream, and like I said, it's an unfortunate situation for this football team, but, that's all on the guys in blue. Clinton Massey made every big play after every big play.
They're going to go huddle up around the 25-yard line. Ursuline. Meanwhile, Clinton Massey gets their little they're going to be getting the trophy here shortly. Really good moment for a team like that. Ursuline, their only few losses this season were against Chardon. They had in the regular season along with St. Vincent St. Mary and Philadelphia. Since then, they had so much momentum on their side.
Yeah, and
They've
just shows you.
A lot of crunch time games against Glenville.
Yeah.
Poor Clinton last week and had one in here, but it just didn't go their way.
We talk about a lot of things, and a lot of things are when they get inside the 50-yard line, it's 4 downs for them, and they kind of leaned on that and ran that clock in the fourth quarter, kind of knowing what they were going to do. And the Irish, unfortunately, weren't able to get that stop. And the bad thing about it on my end of it is, Colin, what we see, never even had a chance to use the timeout that we had saved in this football game. That's a big play.
Yeah, that's a big play, and it came down all to a 1-yard touchdown run that time by Clinton Massey. You talk about the receiver, Boyd catch that they said was incomplete. That one definitely hurts them.
Yeah, there were a couple there, and the last drive, Dean wasn't able to hold on. A missed field goal early in the game, and those are all off penalties, Ian. Some pre-start penalties that this football team struggled with all season, and these came back to bite them in long situations and weren't able to get over the hump.
And I would expect right now for Dan Reardon, the offseason, it's going to be starting here, I would say, after the banquet. You're immediately going to hit the weight room once again, get all these kids a lot stronger for next year, and you're going to have a new quarterback at the helm too, since this was the last game of Brady Shannon.
Yeah, it'll be a new quarterback at the helm. Dean Boyd finishes with 69 yards, Irving 72. They both score. DeMarcus 26 for 157, but Brady Shannon 15 for 28, 185. And I want to say 5 or 6 or 7 of those last passes are incomplete. He was sitting at a pretty high percentage and couldn't get the completion when we needed.
Yeah, couldn't get the completion where needed. You saw Clinton Massey there just now, Steve, holding up the trophy. They are holding up the trophy. Real good moment for them. But for Ursuline, you can see him heads down, heading back to the locker room. But I know heads down, but you should keep your heads up. You've done something that no one else in the local valley right now was able to do, and that's make it to the state championship game.
Yeah, I'm awful proud to be a part. I know we're proud to be a part of them at YSN. You kind of heard for them a little bit. They did everything they possibly could to win a state. Unfortunately, come up a point short, and that's why they call them state championships. They're not easy to come by, and Clinton Massey kind of won the game. Ursuline didn't lose it. Clinton Massey came back and won it.
Yeah, we gotta give a shout out though for Ursula for all they did, and for Dan Reardon for coming back to this program, leading it after that first season, it was just like a rebuild in 2019. I think you and I kind of knew about that, especially when I was on staff there. But afterwards, you knew right away in 2020. All right, a little bit of unfinished business. They had the contact tracing, and here this was their time, and just came up a little bit short for now. But they're again, off season is going to happen soon. You're going to have a new little rotation there. Christian Lynch is going to be at the running back position most likely, and you got to get those guys ready for 2022.
Yeah, be a new look for Ursa with some new guys. A lot of guys get some state championship experience. Just a tough one all the way around. I can't, you hurt for them, you feel for them, but this is the toughest thing that they struggle in life. Then it's a great group of kids, and Coach Reardon and his staff will head them in the right direction.
Yeah, let's go, Mike Ackelson, real quick. Mike, any thoughts about this ending? What's your thoughts about this game?
Well, it's a game where Ursuline needed one more drive. They needed to finish one more scoring drive, and they could not get it done. And you got to give credit to where credit's due. And Steve said it best. Clinton Massey never gave up. They just kept making plays. And we called that last drive, Steve. We knew they were going to go for two. You could just see the way they were milking the clock and everything. And I know I kept saying save that timeout, but in hindsight, probably should have took it, because you have a minute 20 opposed to 40 seconds left on the clock. You can attack things a lot differently.
Yeah, that's a big one there for me, Mike. And again, I'm not second guessing or criticizing. It's easy from up here where we do, but I would have much rather have 120 in that timeout rather than 45. It's another 25 seconds and a couple close passes that get tipped and knocked down, and unfortunately you go home with the state semifinal runner-up.
Yeah, and I think you also got to give Clinton Massey credit, because the adjustments they made.
Yeah, huge.
All of a sudden, that running game just came to life in the third quarter, and Ursuline just didn't have an answer for it. And I'm amazed. The touchdown run, the quarterback on the keep, I thought the fullback had it.
Yeah,
and
Mike.
2 point. Yes.
346. They run the ball for Ursuline, runs it for 185. So kind of flipped in the second half.
They did, and what Ursuline should have done is run that ball. And we kept saying that. They got a nice first down, got a penalty, then they throw it twice, and basically you put it back in the hands of a team that had all the momentum. They seized the opportunity and made the most of it.
Yeah, they run for 230 yards, Mike, in the second half. They only had 123 at halftime, so that's the difference. And you got to credit their offensive and defensive lines. They kind of turned the game over to the Massey style and the way they play.
Oh, absolutely. And they dictated that tempo. And, they got back to what they did on that first drive was what they did on that last drive. They just basically looked at Ursuline and said, we're going to score, we're going to drive it down here, and we're going to eat up all the clock that we can. And it worked to perfection for them. And like you guys said, Clinton Massey won this game. Ursuline didn't lose it.
No doubt. Thanks for all your help all year, partner.
You got it, guys.
And once again, a little bit of final thoughts here. For Ursuline, again, another new season, 2022 is going to be a lot different. A lot of younger guys. Jack Erickson will probably take the helm of QB, depending on what happens. And Christian Lynch at running back, a few other faces on the offensive line. A few other games going on after this. Chardon will play Baden, I should say. That's going to be 3 p.m. And then tonight, 7:30 here at the Pro Football Hall of Fame Stadium. It's going to be St. Edwards and Springfield. Steve, any final thoughts?
No, just hats off to Coach Reardon and this entire football team and the community of Ursuline, the parents and the senior group that's given an awful lot to Ursuline High School. You hurt. And I don't know, sometimes hurt's not a bad thing in this world and the way we live. They're going to hurt for a little bit, but I promise them that the sun will come up tomorrow and they'll get back to work. And those guys that are seniors will move on and do great things in the community and in college. They've been a pleasure to be a part of for YSN all season long.
Yeah, pleasure to be there for YSN. What a season that we had here at YSN, just high school football in general, especially with fans back too. And it was great to see a lot of bigger crowds than what we saw last year.
Yeah, no doubt. The crowds were out and a great environment here today, and that's what state championship football games are about. Come down to one play, and Massey gets that one extra yard to get a 29-28 victory.
29-28 victory for Clinton Massey. Once again, that is, in fact, their third state championship, their fourth appearance in the state championship, 5-time regional championships. Any final stats for us, Steve?
I haven't gotten any final stats, but I'll read them for you. Zantine with 1 yard passing. So they get their 1 yard passing. Trampler 117 on the ground. Van Hoos 102. Zantine 85. So they run it for 346. Ursuline, DeMarcus McElroy, great career, 26 rushes, 157, and 2 touchdowns here, Ian. And I'm looking at the half. He had 109 yards rushing at halftime, so they shut him down in the second half. Brady was 15 of 28, 185, and 2 touchdowns. And Dean Boyd and Jackylan had 69 and 72 yards receiving, each with a touchdown. And it ends on a tough note, but that's why we do what we do and play the sport that you play.
Exactly, and you play for the wins, you play for the heartbreaks, and you also play for the family right there. So from Tom Benson Pro Football Hall of Fame Stadium, thank you all so much for tuning in to the broadcast and the chat as well. I hope the chat was really good for you guys. I hope the chat was well. Enjoyed
doing games with you and
enjoyed doing games
Ursuline Nation. They need you bigger and better than ever. It's a disappointing group, but nothing to hang their hat about. They had an awesome year.
For some of the seniors, they got basketball season now.
No doubt.
They got a little week off. Coach Keith Gunther's going to give them a little week off, and then they'll be back to it. And then some of them will also, in fact, have baseball season to end their careers at Ursuline with. From Ian O'Brien, Steve Leslie, DJ Oakley, everyone back here in studio. Shout out to Brian Scott once again back in studio for helping us with everything here. From Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, the final score in this one, Glenn Massey 29 and your Ursuline Fine Hours 28. Thank you all so much for joining the broadcast, and I'll see you guys for basketball season.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.